If you have not signed up for this groundbreaking webinar, you still have an opportunity to sign up. Watch for updates and check the community tab on YouTube and check the posts and stories on TikTok at thomas.legacy5 for registration requirements. Tune in now for the sneak peek of the Supreme Elite team. Troy, before I continue, is any part of the letter that you sent and all that, does that have to do even a morsel of what we go over in class?
Absolutely. It's got all of the core principles that you've taught. I attacked them in their private capacity as a private loan thing. And I followed it through, and I showed them the amount that where my loan package is in, and that it was 180 something million. I showed them that I put some bullet points together, showing them how it was not when it went through that it violated all the principles according to and that it was after the point that I signed the contract. Okay. And so they violated the contract and not having. I did it all. Yes. The main element that we go over in class night in and night out. Troy, what do you think about this? Let me ask your opinion about making credit acceptance by that whistleblower complaint back from me. I absolutely would do it after reading your paperwork and all of that stuff and having discussions with you. Man, you've got them fish over a barrel. That'll be easier than hunting ducks in a barrel.
He said, "I'm duck in a barrel."
And the thing about it is that I want to tell the class and whoever that's listening is that if you pay attention to the things that he teaches in this class and start taking notes, do your homework. You know, he can only lead a horse to water, but he can't make it drink. You have to drink yourself. Okay. And I've missed, I've come down, I missed 85% of the classes and stuff, but I had the core things and the core principles down, and I read whatever he put out there. I throw it on my iPad and just start scrolling and reading. And
Sorry, I ain't lead you on the wrong path yet, have I?
No, not at all. And not only that, but I checked out with my securities attorney buddy, and he went over your brief, and he said, "Man, that's rock solid." He said, "I couldn't have done a better job myself."
According to your conversation with your friend, the attorney, what we go over in group is right in line with the legal standards and the professionalism on how it has to look and what you need to know when you attack these people.
The words that he used was, "You're going about it standard operating procedures."
You're rocking with the best.
I know for sure it's not.
Yeah, we are back. We are back for part 2 of yesterday's pro se litigants in court. We are back for part 2. Shout out to all 161 people that checked into the live yesterday.
You're rocking with the best.
I hope all of you were entertained. I hope all of you took something from it. I hope all of, it was informative. And even for those who, just watch just to watch, for those who just, hasn't subscribed yet, hopefully in the future, we will earn your subscription. This is not no competition with anyone. I'm not in competition with anyone. I'm only in competition with myself. I don't use feelings when I approach this. It's all based on law and fact, and everybody says their way is based on law and fact. So the only way that any objectable person and reasonable person can really ascertain to whether anyone's teaching is accurate based on law and fact is you have to put it under the judicial light. 2026, I vowed not only to myself, not only to the Supreme Elite Team Group, not only to the new coach at Empire, but I vowed to everyone in this space, everyone is going to be held under that judicial light in 2026. No more. I'm not going to let anyone that comes and posts about this how it goes, get this course, get this packet. I'm going to make you put your package, put your course, put your documents up under the judicial light, because the judicial light, the courts, their responses are the only ways we can ascertain. And of course, the judges, they rule how they rule. We can't control how they rule, but we can control whether our complaints or our responses gets us past the summary judgment stage. The things that are totally within our control in court, that is what's going on the judicial light. Following the court rules, motions, pleadings, stating the claim upon which relief can be granted. Now, there's nuances in court. Sometimes you got to go on appeal, but we talk about, for the most part, the cut and dry aspects of it. All these teachers, all these gurus, and even including myself, everyone is being held up under the judicial light in 2026, unless you got proof that your arguments can withstand a Rule 12b6 motion. Can you get past the initial stage, past the court sufficiency test? If you cannot prove that at the time you are advertising your course, your packages, you're going to be held up under the judicial light.
You're rocking with the best.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let's tap into it. Let's get to it.
Up until now, because part 4 is actually going to be an interview that I do with her ex, Chuck, who's going to fill us in on the rest of the story. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than the rest of my videos, as I'm not actually going to be reacting to any court videos. Instead, we're going to be going through 4 lawsuits that Lindsay has filed, including lawsuits against the FBI and myself. Shiz Happens will be doing a deep dive into all these lawsuits, and I highly recommend you head over to her channel and check out that video for a little bit more information. And you can find that link in the description. So let's begin. So we're going to start with the lawsuit against Stephanie Priest, who is the ex-wife of Charles Nerswick. If you remember from part 1, this was the owner of the house whom Lindsay started beating on the door with a brick because she was sure that her kids were being held there, even though they weren't. And even though Lindsay was wrong and ended up getting herself a malicious destruction of property charge against her, she still decided to sue Miss Priest for whatever reason. The lawsuit reads, in the case of Lindsay Dineski, sui juris in propria persona versus Stephanie Priest, Dineski accuses Priest of harm and trespass against Dineski and demands a jury trial. The lawsuit is brought before this federal court pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1331, as it involves federal questions regarding violations of constitutional rights and federal laws, as well as the involvement of federal entities, including but not limited to the U.S. Postal Service and the FBI. Petitioner brings forth this claim against the respondent, alleging numerous violations of rights, including but not limited to 1. Violations of due process and equal treatment of law. She would really need to explain how Stephanie Priest, a non-government agent, a civilian, has kept her from getting her due process of law. 2. Right to be free from involuntary servitude and deprivation of parental child consortium. 3. Violations of federal law, including but not limited to child endangerment and kidnapping. 4. Fraudulent actions, such as intentionally telling lies to law enforcement, judges, etc. 5. Intentional infliction of mental and emotional harm. 6. Slander, libel, defamation, tampering with the witness, vexatious litigation, false allegations, and perjury. So I guess Lindsay thinks that vexatious litigants should be held civilly liable for filing frivolous lawsuits, which is ironic coming from Lindsay since she was recently labeled a vexatious litigant in a lawsuit that she filed against me.
Being labeled a vexatious litigant is the death penalty for filings and pleadings. And I know a lot of these social media gurus have been labeled these things because let's just face it, Lindsay Donesky is a sovereign citizen. She hasn't come out and said it, but all her antics, all her filings, and the series of events, this is when you know when you're dealing with a sovereign citizen. They always want to sue the judge for not ruling in their favor, for not giving them what they want, even though their claims have no merits in law of fact. 2, they always go to the federal courts when they don't get their way. And they always file frivolous, nonsensical, emotionally charged type filings seeking injunctive relief. Another one, they're always trying to sue a judge who is immune from any civil suits while in the performance of their duties, meaning taking actions against the judge for them functioning as a judge on the bench. Number 6, they always claim that the judge is without jurisdiction to make such orders and rulings because they are administrative Article 1 judges instead of Article 3 judges. And the Supreme Court says that Article 1 judges has no authority to make such rulings. This is the same thing that they say online all day. Article 1 judge administrator, they can't do this. The state can't represent the state. The state can't do this. But if you notice, that's why I say that everybody's claims, their opinions is going to be held under the judicial light, because all of those claims have been labeled frivolous for the past 40 years, because all of those claims stem from the redemption manual. It was never a court case that decided that. In every court cases these sovereign citizens cite, they're always misinterpreting them, and they always end up having nothing to do with the core issues that that person is breaking. So being labeled a vexatious litigant means you have filed so many frivolous lawsuits that now you have to get personal leave from the appellate court to file any suit, and you must pay the filing fee. Because that's another thing that you know when you're dealing with a sovereign citizen. They always want to file in form of paupers. They never want to pay the filing fee.
7. Conspiracy to deprive rights under 18 U.S.C. 241 and 242. While a conspiracy at any level is hard to prove, it's especially hard to prove 18 U.S.C. 242 since it applies to government officials and not regular civilians. From here, we move on to her factual allegations, which read, the petitioner alleges that the respondent intentionally engaged in a pattern of conduct aimed at causing harm, trespass, and deprivation of rights, filing false reports, vexatious litigation, kidnapping, defamation, interference with lawful processes, fraud, and perjury. Furthermore, the involvement of federal entities exacerbates the severity of the violations and underscores the need for judicial intervention. Well, Lindsay, the courts did intervene judicially, just not how you thought they would. But we'll get to that in a bit. Her legal references are violations of her 5th and 14th Amendments. And again, how can a normal citizen violate someone's 5th and 14th Amendment rights? And 18 U.S.C. 241, conspiracy against rights, 18 U.S.C. 1201 for kidnapping, 18 U.S.C. 1203 for hostage taking, and 18 U.S.C. Her demands for relief from the court read, 1. Compensatory damages for the harm suffered. 2. Emergency injunctive relief to prevent further violations of rights. 3. Punitive damages to deter similar conduct in the future. 4. Any other relief that the interest of justice require. This truly reads like a third grader wrote it, and ironically, every time Lindsay opens her mouth, she sounds like she has a third grade education. And predictably, the court did not agree or side with Lindsay Dunscap Dineski, and this was District Judge Linda Parker's order. Plaintiff Lindsay Ann Dineski, proceeding pro se, has filed a complaint against defendant Stephanie Priest. Dineski seeks to proceed in forma pauperis, or IFP as I'll call it since I don't speak Latin, under 28 U.S.C. 1915, which is Lindsay's way of saying that she's too poor from filing all of her previous frivolous lawsuits, that she needs to be able to file these frivolous lawsuits without having to pay the court and filing fees.
None of them ever want to pay the filing fee. And here's the thing, when you file in forma pauperis, especially you, Kenyatta Stone, as a matter of fact, share this, y'all. Share this to everyone. When you file a in forma pauperis, meaning you're too poor to pay, you're going to be subject to a screening under 28 U.S.C. 1915 E2. And since you're going to be subject to that screening, they're going to screen your complaint to see if it passes the court sufficiency test. When you do pay the filing fee, as I did, you bypass that 28 U.S.C. 1915 E2 screening. And then you move to a screening, you move to a different set of screening for the court. But the reason why a lot of these sovereign citizens fail, because their cases get thrown out as frivolous from the beginning under 28 U.S.C. section 1915 E2. At least when you pay the filing fee, you bypass that stage. So it's actually beneficial for y'all to pay the filing fee.
The court is granting Dineski's IFP status, but is dismissing her complaint for lack of subject matter jurisdiction pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1915 E2.
Subject matter jurisdiction means, and this is what I mean by the judicial light, all of y'all claims, all of their assertions online, all of their teachings, all of their methods, if the court doesn't even have jurisdiction over the relief you seek, that means you have not stated a claim upon which relief can be granted. Don't let them fool y'all. A lot of these gurus have gotten their cases thrown out at the initial stage, but they hide it. They never tell you. And that's when they switch over to wanting to do everything administratively because they've tried the courts time again and they fail.
And because Dineski has filed at least 13 lawsuits in this district IFP, many asserting claims arising from a child custody dispute and several which were dismissed as frivolous, The court is enjoining and restraining her from filing any new actions concerning the same matter in this district without first seeking and obtaining leave by the presiding judge. Under 1915E2, a court must dismiss an IFP action if it determines that it is frivolous or malicious, fails to state a claim on which relief may be granted, or seeks monetary relief against a defendant who is immune from such relief. A complaint is frivolous when it lacks an arguable basis either in fact or law. Moreover, federal courts are always under an independent obligation to examine their own jurisdiction, and federal courts may not entertain action over which they have no jurisdiction. In fact, a federal court must dismiss an action at any time when it concludes that subject matter jurisdiction is lacking. Also, courts must read pro se complaints liberally and accept a plaintiff's allegations as true unless they are clearly irrational and wholly credible. And I ask this next question facetiously. Do you think the courts found her filings to be frivolous? Because they did. Even reading Dineski's present complaint liberally, the court finds it to be frivolous. Although Dineski provides scant facts in her complaint, it is apparent that her claims against priests arise from the removal of Dineski's children from her custody and the award of the custody to the children's father. There is no indication in the complaint that Priest is a state actor to support liability for constitutional violations under 42 U.S.C. 1983. It is well established that a citizen is not subject to 1983 liability simply by providing information to law enforcement. The conclusion that Priest is a non-state actor is further supported by the fact that Dineski has an identical action pending against Anthony Priest, who is identified as living at the same residential address as Stephanie Priest. To the extent Priest was a witness in any of the custody proceedings, she is entitled to absolute immunity. Dineski's complaint does not suggest any other basis for federal subject matter jurisdiction. It is therefore subject to dismissal. As indicated, this is not Dineski's first IFP action, which was dismissed under 1915 E2B. Several prior actions have been dismissed as frivolous. In fact, Dineski has filed 8 IFP actions in May 2024 alone. The court continues. Proceeding IFP is a privilege, not a right. And the Sixth Circuit has held that district courts may properly enjoin vexatious litigants from filing further actions without first obtaining leave of the court. The Sixth Circuit expressed that it sees nothing wrong with an order that restrains not only an individual litigant from repeatedly filing an identical complaint, but that places limits on a reasonably defined category of litigation because of a recognized pattern of repetitive, frivolous, or vexatious cases within that category. There is nothing unusual about imposing pre-filing restrictions in matters with a history of repetitive or vexatious litigation. While an individual may not be absolutely foreclosed from initiating an action in a court of the United States, it is permissible to require one who has abused the legal process to make a showing that a tendered lawsuit is not frivolous or vexatious. Dineski has filed numerous lawsuits in the Eastern District of Michigan related to the state court's child custody determinations. She has unsuccessfully sued the father of the children, judges, and attorneys involved in those proceedings. And
this is pretty much what it is she's filing all these lawsuits because she's just not getting her way. And she's the type of person that she always has to have things her way. And when it's not going her way, she thinks there's some grand conspiracies against her. But she's not alone. This is how a lot of these people in these spaces move. They always think that they're right. They can never be wrong. Their positions are never wrong, regardless if they never get the outcomes they seek. Their negotiable instruments don't work. Their frivolous tax filings don't work. Their frivolous lawsuits. They're still going to continue to make the same arguments because, like I said early this year, most people operate in these spaces based on belief, what they believe it is, rather than how this system operates objectively. And this is why the Supreme Elite Team and the New Culture Empire are continuing to make headways with our filings, while other teachers and students are still stuck on first base.
You're rocking with the best.
When it comes to pro se litigation, the new culture empire is unmatched. I'm not talking just mortgage, autos. We talk about all things financing. And here's the thing. If you think I'm wrong, tell your gurus to pull up with their receipts where they represented the defendant, their clients, and they didn't have to file an appeal them or respond to a motion for summary judgment. Or you got to listen. Don't take my word for it and don't listen to them. Let's hold their filings up under the judicial light, and let's hold my filings up under the judicial light. And then you be the judge.
Law enforcement. She now seems to be pursuing private individuals who were somehow involved in the proceedings or have shared information concerning the matter. She is abusing the privilege of proceeding IFP by filing frivolous lawsuits. Accordingly, it is ordered that plaintiff's application to proceed IFP in this action is granted, but her complaint is summarily dismissed as frivolous pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1915 E2B. It is further ordered that any appeal from this decision could not be taken in good faith. Therefore, plaintiff may not proceed on appeal IFP. It is further ordered that plaintiff is enjoined and restrained from filing any new action in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan that arises from or relates to the custody of her minor children without first seeking and obtaining leave of the court by the presiding judge or paying the full civil case filing fee. Now, even though they ordered her not to file any more lawsuits, 3 days later, she filed against me. But before we get to that pile of steaming dog shit, let's step back in time and check out 3 other lawsuits that she filed that led up to her being labeled a vexatious litigant.
Now, the question is, why would she continue to file lawsuits after the court said stop filing them? Because once again, these people, they can never accept reality and cannot accept the fact that their positions are wrong. This is why I can go on the guru's page and they're talking about a lawsuit that they're putting together and the arguments that they post online. And then I comment with at least 4 different cases where those 4 individuals were saying the same exact thing that this teacher is about to go file, and those cases were thrown out as frivolous. And then when I comment, I say, yo, this is frivolous. It's going to get thrown out. Here's the cases. You're saying the same exact thing. When they respond, it's not frivolous. It's not frivolous. You're an oxymoron. You don't know what you're talking about. Where do you think they're making that judgment from? I'm judging it based on law, fact, and controlling precedents. Where do you think they're making their judgments from? And the difference between where I'm making my judgment and how they're making their judgment is the reason why the Supreme Elite team is making big progress, it's steady progressing. Everybody else is still running around these spaces like chickens with their heads cut off because they're operating from a belief system and they don't understand that what they believe, the foundations that they got, what they learned have all been wrong because they've never done any research. They've only researched and adopted the beliefs that sovereign citizens adopted and were selling. All they're doing is just consuming offshoot, watered down, recycled belief systems, informations that has already been tried and has been rejected. This is why they don't want to read case law. So they want to learn the court rules. This is why they go Black's Law Dictionary or We the People websites. They go to specific areas. They don't study the law for what it is. They study only the things that confirms their belief system. And then they wonder why they're not getting results.
Starting with the Greenville County Sheriff's Office in South Carolina. The federal lawsuit that she filed was against the Greenville County Sheriff's Office and its deputies Bevel, Whaley, Goins, and Mann. Under her jurisdictional claims, she states that she is suing under 42 U.S.C. 1983, which gives civilians the ability to sue local or state officials. The statutory and constitutional rights that she claimed were violated were professional negligence, false arrest, false imprisonment, failure to properly investigate, deprivation of due process, abuse of process, interference in family relations, infliction of mental, emotional, and physical stress, and failure to intervene. My main issue with this list is that most of the claims on here aren't federally or statutorily protected rights, but more of assertions of wrongdoings against her. And then, when asked on the form to explain how each defendant acted under color of state or local law, her dumbass response was, Greenville County Sheriff's Department, local law agency. They were all listed as Sherry, which I'm sure she meant sheriffs, but who's paying attention, right? However, what's wrong with this portion is the fact that she didn't list the defendants, nor did she explain how each one of them were acting under color of law when they violated her rights. Which brings us to our next part, her fee schedule, as she is asking for $100,000.
And the reason why she didn't explain exactly what they did, because everything they did was according to the law and court orders. What the real issue is, she just didn't like the outcomes. And you're going to see this in these spaces. They filed these 1983 lawsuits and stuff, all because they don't like the outcomes. They can't accept the outcomes. And then another indicator that you're dealing with a sovereign citizen, they all have these outrageous amounts on these fee schedules.
In legal expenses, $25,000 in travel expenses, $33,000 in physical injuries, and $150,000 for mental distress to her and her children. Makes you wonder how much Chuck could sue her for the exact same thing. In it, she claims that the Greenville Police Department informed her to drive from Michigan to South Carolina to enforce a custody order for her two older children that she had with a man by the name of Kenneth Dineski. Lindsay claims that they were there to do a civil standby, but that no standby actually occurred. Since no standby occurred, she claims that CPS told her to follow the car that her children were in, but two of the deputies ran her off the road to prevent her from doing so. And they held her against her will for 20 minutes, giving the father enough time to escape with the children. Keep in mind, this is her version of events. So the likelihood of any of this being true falls somewhere between 0 and none. At this point, the police realized they were being used to harass the father of the children and refused to help her any further. In order to force them to help, she apparently called 911 with new information about her kids being potentially sex trafficked, which was completely false. And she was eventually arrested for misuse of 911, and two of her kids were removed from her care. And this is what I was sitting on yesterday. She will say anything. The desperation and the fact that she cannot accept the reality of her situation, she would now claim that her kids are being sex trafficked. Like there's no limits to where people like her would go just to get their way. Like she knows she's lying, but then she'll come into court and swear like it's so true. Like they actually start believing the lies in their own heads. And this is very prevalent in these spaces. They actually believe the lies that they tell themselves. They know damn well that they're just trying to get out of a bill, but they will actually believe they're asserting their rights. And miraculously, none of them ever know that their rights were violated until they're being sued in court for non-payment of debt. It's like you never see any of these claims come up when they're current, when they're on time. Miraculously, like God just touches every single one of them when they're getting sued and says, oh no, you don't have to pay this debt because they violated your rights. Here's the fraud. The fraud is never uncovered when they're current, by the way. Given to the father of the children. And if you keep reading, you'll notice an overarching theme to her behavior, which is everyone else is lying to cover up a conspiracy, and it's not Lindsay being crazy at all. which is evident by the judge, David Coggins, summarily dismissing all of Lindsay Dinesky's claims. Now from here, we're going to skip up to her filing against the FBI. Now this filing is pretty straightforward, except for where she claims that the FBI owes her $7 billion in compensatory and punitive damages for the conspiracy against and violation of rights under color of law, financial loss, including but not limited to homelessness, loss of nearly all personal belongings, loss of vehicle resulting in loss of work, etc., loss of parental consortium, damage to reputation, undue physical injury, undue irreparable mental and emotional harm to plaintiff and her children, unlawful arrest, excessive use of force, and violations of 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th, 9th, 10th, and 14th Amendments. Now I'll give it to her. She's probably not lying about all the damages she received. She's just clueless as to who's actually responsible for those damages. She thinks the FBI did all this to her and her children. However, when you leave her fucked up fantasy land and join the rest of us here in actual reality, you'll quickly realize that it is Lindsay who is actually responsible for all of Lindsay's problems. But don't tell Lindsay that. She'll sue you for $7 billion. Nevertheless, she claims that the FBI acted on a false allegation, using a void and fully vacated fraudulent court order, did no due diligence to verify any of the information, hunted her down like a criminal, and then when she told them she did not consent to talking to them, they used unnecessary force against her to falsely arrest her, tackle her, and brutalize her in front of her 3- and 4-year-old children while ripping them from her arms, traumatizing them. The FBI agents then proceeded to unlawfully seize her children without any just cause, of which is tantamount to kidnapping on May 6, 2023, and the plaintiff has not seen or heard from her children since that day, which is absolutely in the best interest of those children. And the incident she is referring to is one that I mentioned in a previous video of the FBI having to acquire the children from her as she was the one who was attempting to kidnap them. The FBI agents made comments that showed clear bias against the plaintiff, willfully disregarded the facts and evidence she presented them with, and further asserted that she was targeted based on her religious and philosophical beliefs and that she was exercising her First Amendment right to free speech on Twitter and Facebook. Now, as you can probably tell, this document was improperly filed, and the court required Lindsay to fill out an updated IFP form or pay the full court filing fee of $405. So she never did either one of those, so just as with every other case she's ever filed, it too was dismissed by the courts. Which brings us to our final frivolous filing by fucktard Prime, Dinesky v. Team Skeptic. In this lawsuit, she claims
she sued Team Skeptics, the one that's talking now. She sued him.
that I defamed her, intentionally inflicted emotional harm, intimidated/tampered with a witness, trespassed, harmed, and violated her First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment rights under the U.S. Constitution. I mean, think about it. The Fourth Amendment protects you from illegal search and seizure, so she is essentially stating that I illegally searched and seized evidence from her. And not only is she bringing this claim against me, but she actually added YouTube as a defendant alongside me. Chili Decastrated also tried this same dumbass move, and she's going to find out the same way he did, that attempting to sue YouTube to get them to silence one of their creators is not only stupid, but gives that creator a louder voice and a common enemy to share with his audience. So her complaint reads, Team Skeptic created and published an erroneous, misleading, and defamatory video on YouTube about the plaintiff, Lindsay Dinesky. This video was intended to torture, harass, and inflict undue emotional, mental, and reputational harm on plaintiff. Defendant, Team Skeptic's actions were done with knowledge of the falsity of the statements or with reckless disregard for the truth, causing significant harm to plaintiff's reputation and emotional well-being. Yeah, I was reacting to a court video, more specifically, a court video where you were acting like an absolute jackass. So if you were mentally distressed because I was laughing at you, then stop acting like a petulant bitch in court. Now we're going to switch to my co-defendant. YouTube allowed the publication of this defamatory video and enabled the deletion and censoring of comments that were true and served as a valid defense against the defamation. YouTube at the request of Team Skeptic, censored these comments, making them complicit in the defamation and contributing to the harm suffered by the plaintiff. Let's get this straight. Nobody deleted your comments, weirdo. You're not that important, and every time you speak or comment on anything, it's pure comedy gold. So why would I delete that? Defendants' actions included intentional infliction of emotional harm by making false and derogatory statements intended to cause severe emotional distress to the plaintiff. Defendants engaged in intimidation and tampering with a witness by using their platform to threaten, harass, or coerce plaintiff in relation to her involvement in legal proceedings. Defendants' actions have violated plaintiff's First Amendment rights by retaliating against her for exercising her right to freedom of speech.
What an idiot.
You were in court, Lindsay. You didn't have a First Amendment right to speak freely, dumbass. Defendants have violated plaintiff's Fourth Amendment rights by intruding upon her privacy through unlawful means. Making a YouTube video is not unlawful. Defendants' actions have also violated plaintiff's 14th Amendment rights by denying her equal protection under the law. I would love to know exactly how YouTube and I have violated your due process, especially since neither one of us are even court officers. And now for one of the best parts. Defendants committed trespass by intruding on plaintiff's physical or virtual property without consent, causing harm. Yes, people, you heard that right. I trespassed on Lindsay Dineski's digital property. You can't make this shit up. Unless you're Lindsay Dineski, and then you just eat enough crayons to believe anything. Now we get to her claims for relief, beginning with claims that YouTube and I made false and defamatory statements about her, and that we acted with actual malice or with reckless disregard for the truth. She also claims that she has suffered harm to her reputation and emotional distress as a direct result of these statements. Now, this part is indisputable. By showing your behavior in court, you have caused harm to your reputation, but that's your fault, not mine. Next, her claim is that I intentionally inflicted emotional harm to her, to which I say the same thing. Don't act like a jackass on a public forum, and people like me won't intentionally laugh at you with about 200,000 other people. Count 3 is intimidating a witness, and she claims that defendants engaged in conduct intended to threaten, harass, or coerce plaintiff in relation to her involvement in legal proceedings. Plaintiff has suffered harm as a direct result of defendant's conduct. The next 3 counts outline my suppression of her First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment rights, stating that I retaliated against her for expressing her First Amendment right, that I illegally violated her privacy by reacting to her in court, and that I am denying her equal protection under the law because of whatever reason.
You're in court. It's open to the public. The court stream them live on YouTube. Open to the public. There's no expectations of whatever she's arguing.
And count 7, which she accuses me of trespassing on her physical and virtual property. Let's be clear, I have never touched any of Lindsay's STD-stained physical property.
Damn.
And reacting to a court video is not trespassing on your virtual property. She's seeking compensatory and punitive damages for which the value would be determined at trial. I guess she thought that if she won the $7 billion from all her other cases, she'd only ask me for $2 billion more. She's also seeking injunctive relief, meaning she wants the courts to chill my First Amendment right to make fun of a stupid Karen. I guess when it comes to freedom of speech, sovereign citizens like Lindsay Dineski and Chili DeCastard think that they're the only ones who have a First Amendment right, and as long as the rest of us aren't talking bad about them, then we can enjoy a First Amendment right too. And not only is it bittersweet to have the courts use my case to finally stop her frivolous lawsuits against me, but also to stop her from pulling this bullshit on anyone else. And let me tell you something. This court held nothing back when reprimanding Lindsay dumbshit Dineski. The order dismissing the complaint reads, in this pleading, Dineski alleges that defendant Team Skeptic created a misleading and defamatory video about her and published it to YouTube. The video Dineski complains of seemingly contains footage of her behavior before a Michigan State court judge during an arraignment. Dineski asserts that the video was intended to torture, harass, and inflict undue emotional, mental, and reputational harm upon her. Dineski further claims that defendant YouTube censored comments on the video at the request of Team Skeptic, making the video sharing platform complicit in the defamation and additionally liable for her harm. Dineski claims the relief she is entitled to by law includes the following: compensatory damages, an injunction, punitive damages, and attorney fees. This borderline irrational complaint is not the first such matter that Dineski has filed with this court. In September 2021, Dineski filed a pleading caption initiating motion and declaration to void all judgments, orders, and debts. That miscellaneous matter was dismissed on February 20, 2024, after Dineski failed to respond to a show cause order. Since that original miscellaneous matter in 2021, Dineski has filed numerous other similarly bizarre pleadings in this court, several of which have been dismissed. For the following reasons, Dineski's motion to proceed IFP in this case is granted. Dineski's action is dismissed with prejudice, and Dineski is enjoined from filing any other actions in the Eastern District of Michigan without first seeking and obtaining leave of the court as provided in this opinion and order. Now I'm going to put up the paperwork on screen, and you can pause it as needed to read it. But I'm going to highlight various statements by the court in this order that really show how the court feels about Lindsay Dineski. Dineski states that Team Skeptic's malicious prosecution hinders her ability to acquire income. Dineski notes that filing court documents takes up almost all of her time. Dineski's latter assertion is evident from the record. She has filed a plethora of unmeritorious suits in the Eastern District of Michigan, wasting the court's limited time and resources. In other words, it's not my fault that your entire life is spent filling out frivolous lawsuits instead of touching actual grass. In the next part, the court begins laying the foundation of labeling Dineski a vexatious litigant, which would mean that she would be unable to file any more lawsuits without certain stipulations being met first. The court placed Dineski on notice in January 2024, noting that her filing behavior, if continued, would result in the court finding that she's a vexatious litigant, and is advised that any additional filings of vexatious or frivolous materials in this district will result in her being enjoined and restrained from filing any new complaints in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan.
Now, this is the interesting part, right? Because when I said they're going to be held up under the judicial light, if the courts repeatedly say your claims have no merits, they're without basis, that they're not based on any law of fact, what person would still continue to assert the same claims? Sovereign citizens, the low-hanging fruits. But
against any defendant without.
But the thing that makes even more crazy is if the courts are saying these are not legitimate claims, that means they're not legitimate claims no matter how much you believe in them, no matter how much your teacher's been telling you them. And this is why I tell everybody, hold it up under the judicial light and you will see whether your teachers know what they're talking about or not. That's the only metrics. There's no more, oh, I think it's right because I believe it's right. Oh, I got to confirm through these ancient old websites that are confirmation biased. Put it up under legitimate court cases, not Marbury versus Madison, none of those cases they cite, because none of those cases have anything to do with the arguments that they bring up. Think about it. They bring up cases that were invented before, that were ruled on before vehicles were invented, before people even started driving. You get what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that. The judicial light, everybody's going up under this year.
First seeking and obtaining leave of the court. And do you think she stopped filing frivolous and vexatious lawsuits? Hell no. Nevertheless, Dineski has continued to file arguably frivolous complaints and motions and has filed, at minimum, 13 lawsuits for consideration by courts in the Eastern District of Michigan. And the next statement really puts into words how tired the courts are of Dineski and her frivolous lawsuits. Dineski's litany of complaints and suits sharing a common nucleus, stemming from allegations of parental kidnapping of her minor children by the fathers, and Dineski's discontent with the governmental systems, private entities, and individuals unwilling to bend to her wishes, comply with her various demands, nor change course following threats of retribution. We're not scared of you, Lindsay. You're an uneducated, unimportant, childless mother who has a bone to pick with the world because no one else thinks you're as important as you do. Literally, you could fall off a cliff and nothing of value would be lost, Lindsay. The rest of the order is just reiterating and more fully explaining why the court came to the following conclusion. The Dineski's claims against defendants, Team Skeptic, and YouTube are dismissed for the foregoing reasons. Accordingly, Dineski's motion to proceed IFP is granted and her complaint is dismissed with prejudice under 28 USC 1915A3. The court certifies that an appeal from this decision would not be taken in good faith. Furthermore, Dineski is enjoined from filing any more actions in the Eastern District of Michigan without first seeking and obtaining leave of the court as provided in this opinion and order. In other words, you lose again, Lindsay, and Team Skeptic always wins. Don't even bother filing an appeal because they've already pre-denied it since it would clearly be filed in bad faith. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. But it's not even close to the end because we still have part 4 to do. And now Lindsay's in jail. It's going to be part 5 and part 6. And we still haven't even heard from Chuck yet. So please.
So without further ado, let's get to part 4. Oh, gosh. Let's get to part 4. I think it should already be in my, I'll just do it from here. Yeah, y'all. It's, I don't know about all this. Well, that's part 2. I think we just had that one. All right, so all right, looks like it's
This video is sponsored by Factor Meals.
all right, y'all. So it looks like let me go here. God damn, Team Skeptics, you gotta okay, there's Team Skeptic Live. God damn, Team Skeptic. Okay. So which one I think it's
I'm sure that you know you have sanctions to pay him. Go ahead and pay those sanctions before somebody has you. Here at least long enough for the whole delay to pass over. So then I know.
yeah, give me a second. Hold on. Cause we gotta go. Why does it keep doing this? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me find it right quick. I thought I had it queued up. My apologies. So we did first 1, 2, 3. We did 3. All right, so I think it's yeah. So I just want to make sure we ain't. Okay, so I think part 4. All right. To be honest with you, I think those those ain't come out those ain't come out yet, to be honest with you. I mean, I think those ain't come out yet. So I think it's this is it right here. So I think this is part 4 right here. That's part 6. So I think this might have been part 4. Okay, this is part 5. This is part 5 right here. And then this is part 6. So we went over part 2 and all that. So yeah, so okay, I get what's going on. But I actually wanted to see the court cases. So if y'all want to, we did part 3. So if y'all want to do, it don't look like we're gonna skip to. If y'all want to do part 4, we could do part 4, but it doesn't look like. It doesn't look like I don't see part 4. Praise services. Okay, so let's do this. How about this? What's her name? Lindsay Daninsky. So I think this, yeah. All right, here we go. All right, we got it. Yeah, okay, I think this is it. This looks like part 4, y'all. I mean, everybody got her. God damn. So all right, this looks like part 4.
Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have the continuation of the Lindsay Daninsky saga, with part 4 being a slight deviation from the plans, as Lindsay Daninsky was recently arrested for resisting arrest for not getting out of her vehicle when a police officer told her to do so, which is a bad idea to do that at any time, but especially when you have an active warrant out for your arrest. Now, I've already put in a request for the body cam footage, so while we wait for that request to be approved, let's all enjoy a wild, sovereign citizen Karen in her natural habitat, a courtroom. So let's begin.
Ms. Daninsky, we had a bench warrant to issue for your arrest back in December 4th, 2003.
There was no service on that. I was never given any service on that warrant, so it's invalid.
See that right there? You notice how she always makes her legal determinations? She never waits for the courts. She always got to make her own determinations.
So the warrant issued because you failed to appear
for a court that I never received any service on.
For the show cause hearing, I do see that proof of service.
I was in another state, so there's no way I received any proof of service, and you guys had my email and my phone number, and nobody ever contacted me, so this needs to be thrown out immediately.
So that's not how the court.
Yes, it's what the law says. The law says if I do not have proper service, it's an invalid warrant.
That's actually true, but in Lindsay's case, that doesn't even matter because she moved out of that address and never updated the court on her new address. And as per MCR 2.107, service is to be effected at the party's last known address given in court filings. In other words, if you moved out, whether on your own or because you're a crazy sovereign citizen bitch that got evicted, you still must notify the court of your new address, or you could be served at your previous address even when you're not there. Now they step away for a few minutes to verify that the service was effectuated properly. And just look how Lindsay doesn't miss a beat when the judge comes back.
Okay, Miss.
Me into trial on this matter because I've never been able to present any evidence.
Be quiet.
This is my hearing and I'm allowed to speak at my own hearing.
I have to let you know I'm arraigning you.
You're reading on an email and warrant. This needs to be dropped immediately. Is this an Article 1 court or an Article 3 court? Because
what did I say? What did I say? They're all gonna act. Is this an Article 1? What? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The 10th Amendment. You know what? Oh my God. Here's all of your driving arguments. All of the state court can't do this right here. Right here. This is why states have their own general assemblies. That's why states have their own courts. Why states have their prosecutors, their own judges. Right here. This kills every right to travel argument right here. Every state judges can't do this right here. The 10th Amendment. And this is the amendment that they all overlook. Was driving mentioned in the Constitution? Nope. Was it explicitly mentioned in the Constitution, driving? Nope. So guess what? The powers are reserved to the states respectfully or to the people. Need a license. It's a law. States, per authority of the 10th Amendment, could pass laws governing the welfare and the safety of its citizens. This kills every single one of those arguments. Shall we proceed?
Because if this is not an Article 3 court, you have no right to adjudicate anything to do with my liberty interests. And my children are my liberty interests, and they are my offspring. And this man attacked me. So this entire PPO is based on fraud and is.
She's aged by the proceedings. Every court hearing, she looks like she's getting older.
Void. So that not only can you not arraign me, but you need to overturn the PPO immediately.
So, Ms. Dineski, you were served on October 23rd, 2023. There was a show cause hearing for a violation of the PPO that occurred on December 4th, 2023. Just for the record, I have muted Ms. Dineski because she refused to be quiet.
You're not allowed to mute me at my hearing. Is this an Article 3 court or an Article 1 court, ma'am? You have to answer me. Are you an Article 1 judge? Because if you are, President Trump said that you are not allowed to hear anything to do with my liberty interest in his executive order that he recently put out.
All right.
Are you Article?
Is that you stopped Mr. Nurswick's mail? You were interfering with his mail, Ms. Nurswick, and wasn't able to receive his mail.
If you do not have a constitutional oath, then you have to recuse yourself immediately and let me have an Article 3 judge, because this has to do with my constitutional rights. And Article 1 judges.
So the court is in receipt of a customer information form that
You do
appears
not consent to this PPO, and you must prove and show your oath.
USPS at an address of 18337 Ewell Road, Belleville, Michigan.
I was not living there. I had been evicted from there previously in June. So there was no proper service.
The petitioner filed a motion complaining that you, Ms. Dineski, stopped his mail.
I didn't stop anybody's mail. He came and stole my mail and signed for a certified letter that he sent me, so I didn't receive it. And you guys won't let me show evidence. This has been going on for over a year, and I've never once been able to show evidence, and I've
Now, you've never been able to show evidence. But every time you had an opportunity to show your evidence, you never showed the evidence. You just ramble and say that you was never given an opportunity to show the evidence. But you never showed the evidence. You just ramble all day.
demanded a trial multiple times, and you've denied me a trial. So you're going to be going to prison under USC 18, 241 and 242, and I'm going to be asking for.
Okay. 18 USC 241 and 242. Okay. Our key federal crimes protecting civil rights targets conspiracy by two or more people to violate constitutional rights or prohibiting individuals acting under color of law, like police, for willfully depriving someone of rights, making a crime for officials to abuse their power. Both statutes require specific intent and can carry severe penalties, including life imprisonment if death results, and are enforced by the DOJ Civil Rights Division. She's going to have a hard time proving intent to do that.
The death penalty for you.
Oh, that's cute.
But you notice the difference right there when they're cited statute. But you notice when I cited the statute, I look for the full context and I pointed out the elements that makes it a crime to violate that statute, like keyword, like right here. When I said intent, statutes require specific intent. See, most people will just read this right there. Bam, they'll stop right there. And they'll be like, that's what happened to me. But then they'll never stop. Okay, what are elements do I have to prove to bring this? Oh, I have to prove that they intended to do it. And from me seeing these court cases, I have not seen any intent. So absent of intent to violate those statutes, you have no claims. See, that's the difference between the New Culture Empire and everybody else. We look for the context. They look for the buzzwords and the feel goods and the I'm going to get you back statues.
Just like Oprah, Lindsay is handing out death penalties to everyone in the audience. Hell, she's even threatened me with the death penalty a few times. And I think it's time that we all start wearing that death penalty threat as a badge of honor. Now, in this next segment, they actually leave her alone in the call and she starts having a conversation with herself.
Stand by.
Yeah, stand by. This is also a bill of payment penalties, which has been outlawed by the Constitution, Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3. You are using an unlawful PPO to withhold me from my offspring.
The same PPO that you use to keep the father of your kids from them. So you think that they're using the PPOs in the manner in which you know you're using it. Look at the pot calling the kettle black.
Which qualifies as kidnapping and hostage taking and treason and torture. This matter is void ab initio from the beginning because it's based on fraud, and fraud vitiates everything. Marbury versus Madison, anything repugnant to the—
There you go. There you go. Marbury versus Madison is one of the biggest misinterpreted statutes. It doesn't have anything to do with what they're trying to use it for. They all cite the same 5 cases from 200 years ago. Can never cite a case from today.
The Constitution is void. This is a violation of my free speech. This is a violation of my right to petition the government for redress of grievances. It's a violation of my Second Amendment because you said I couldn't have a weapon or bear arms.
Ms. Janelski, I'm going to put you in the breakout room with Ms.
This is a
Williams,
violation
who
of
is
my
your
Fifth Amendment. This is a violation of my Sixth Amendment. This is a violation of my Seventh Amendment. This is a violation of my Eighth Amendment right, my inalienable Eighth Amendment right. This is a violation of my Ninth and 10th Amendment rights. You are violating all of my rights, and I have not ever been allowed to be heard. Due process allows me the right to be heard, and this has been ongoing since 2023, and I have never had the right to be heard. And I've had my babies unlawfully held from me based on fraud, which I never got to present evidence to prove otherwise.
Lindsay.
Yes, you did. You had all the opportunity. You just decided to use your time to babble.
He literally never shuts up. Now the judge leaves for a few moments, only to return and push the hearing back a few hours while they wait on a prosecutor. Normally, arraignments of this nature can absolutely take place without a prosecutor, but Lindsay, well, she puts the special in special needs.
Okay, we don't have a prosecutor. I'm putting this over. I want to reconvene at 2 o'clock.
I'm demanding a quo warranto.
All right.
And
Deputy, did you hear me? Officer?
Your Honor, I do have a 2 o'clock. Did you want me to come back? I have a 2 o'clock in judgment.
I don't need an attorney. I don't consent to an attorney.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have a prosecutor. I need you to come back. What about 2:30?
I want to say something. You guys are.
Williams,
Your Honor, I'm talking to
5 days.
I have no prosecutor.
I was not even notified of this court. I was not even given notice of this court date, and I've been here.
So let's say 1:45. I don't have a prosecutor.
You need to be quiet. This is my hearing.
Can we do 1:45, officer?
Yeah, 1:45.
Okay,
all right, we'll see y'all back at 1:45.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
I do have one question.
Go ahead, officer.
Just for staffing purposes, can you give a time, because that's right around shift change, do you think that hearing would be done by 2:30, or are
I'm waiting on the prosecutor? I can't.
Well, it has
the record is going now. I can't call it. So,
prosecutor, I'm asking for this to be dropped.
Yeah, 1:45 is the time that I have.
Why won't you answer any of my questions?
Your Honor, I'll see you at 1:45. Thank you.
Good.
You just ignore my questions.
Well, then stop asking dumbass questions. Now, a few hours later, the prosecutor arrives and the hearing continues.
I do believe arraignments can take place without the prosecutor's office, but
I kind of thought so. I did start, but for this particular one,
yeah, this one I think.
Considering the fact that
yeah,
we needed you here. That's why I started off, and I was like, oh no.
Leslie, as far as the allegations go, I do believe that this is a bench-borne arraignment.
Hold on. Yep, it is. Let me start to call the case. All right, CJC, are you there? I want to call the case, but I want to hear from you.
Yes.
All right. All right. Thank you. Let me call the case.
Recording in progress.
This is case number 23-104850-PP in the matter of Charles Nurswick versus Lindsay Ann Dineski. Mr. Tudge, if I could get your appearance from the prosecutor's office.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Gregory Tudge, P85961 for the people.
All right. Ms. Fort Williams, your appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Gail Fort Williams, P35963, counsel on behalf of Litigation.
All right, Ms. Fort Williams, you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Dineski in the breakout room.
Why is there still an attorney on my case when I said I don't want one?
I attempted to speak with her, Your Honor.
I do not want or need an attorney.
All right, Ms. Fort Williams, I just want you to stand by at this time, if you can do that.
And I'm entitled to relief from judgment under Michigan Court Rule 2.612 because I was not personally notified of this matter. And so it needs to be dismissed immediately.
Ms. Zaneski, you were arrested.
The reason why they don't want attorneys is because they know that the attorneys are not going to file those frivolous, ridiculous motions for them. So they want to go pro se just so they feel like they have a better chance of being heard. Instead of taking the advice of the attorneys, and when they say the judge is not going to honor those frivolous motions, they fire their attorney and go pro se because they think they got a better chance of their frivolous, fraudulent assertions and claims being heard. Another reason why the attorneys don't file those claims, because if those attorneys were to file those claims that you see these people file every day, they can actually get sanctioned. They'll get in trouble for filing frivolous claims.
For a warranted issue because of your failure to appear.
A failure to appear on something I was not personally notified on. So under Court Rule 2.6123, not personally notified, I am entitled to relief from this proceeding and action.
Okay, let me hear from Mr. Tudge. Go ahead, Mr. Tudge.
Your Honor, it does appear that 2.512, I believe, was the citation, which 2.516.
I'm sorry, 2.612.
Chapter 2 of the Michigan Court Rules governs the civil procedures. This being a quasi-criminal matter,
This is a civil procedure because it's family court.
Hold on, Miss Daneski, let Mr. Tudge speak.
It's not quasi-criminal, this is civil.
All right.
So that's a twisting, This is a family court matter.
Ms. Daneski, please let Mr. Tudge speak first, please. Go ahead, Mr. Tudge.
I thought this was my hearing. I should be the one speaking.
Mr. Tudge is from the prosecutor's office.
He doesn't need to be on this case because it's civil. Prosecution doesn't happen on civil cases.
It does when there's a criminal element, like ignoring a court-ordered PPO, which can lead to criminal charges stemming from a civil case.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Tudge.
Thank you, Your Honor. The MCR 2.612 does appear to be governing civil proceedings. This matter being a quasi-criminal proceeding does and is controlled by the court rules which address misdemeanor offenses unless otherwise stated in Chapter 3 under special proceeding. I do believe that the cited rule is inapplicable for this proceeding.
You may proceed.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear him. Did he say applicable or inapplicable?
It is applicable, Ms.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, I must correct the court. The argument is not applicable, inapplicable.
Oh, he said not applicable.
Why would it be inapplicable?
He's saying the court rule your side, his position, and I agree with him. Let me just say that for the record, that the court rule your side, it governs civil procedure. It doesn't govern under quasi-criminal matters.
This is not a criminal matter.
So basically, since she violated protection or didn't show up to court, a bench warrant was issued. Even though it started as a civil matter, when she missed court, that's where the quasi-criminal comes in at. So the prosecutor is actually right. So it is quasi-criminal because now there's a criminal element with the bench warrant being issued for not showing up to court. Now, an interesting part is you notice how when she thought the statutes that she cited was applicable, she had nothing to say. But every time, and this is the case for all sovereign citizens, every time they get a ruling that goes against them, they always want to know why. They really don't want to know why from a legal perspective. What they're really asking why is because it's from a beliefs point of view. Why did you deny something that I strongly believe is true? This is the law. So they're more in shock. And the realization that what they've been studying has been wrong, it automatically manifests itself in those moments. So that's why they always want to question why when they don't get a ruling in their favor.
Which is why you're in jail. It's a domestic matter. How is that criminal?
Ms. Dineski.
And in criminal procedure, it's the same thing. These also, the criminal code also. The reason why I looked up the.
I'll give you an opportunity to speak, but I need to hear from Mr. Tudge first.
But it's my hearing. I should be heard first.
No.
This is my hearing. I'm the one who's supposed to be heard, not the prosecutor.
But they're being heard because you're violated a PPO.
I didn't violate anything. I was not notified.
The allegation that you violated a PPO.
Okay, well then I have a right to say I was not notified.
I'm going to give you that opportunity, but you have to. The allegation is that you violated a PPO. You have to let the prosecutor's office, the representative of the attorney from the prosecutor's office, speak. Go ahead, Mr. Tudge.
Your Honor, I don't believe I have anything further as to the argument. As it relates, I would ask that the arraignment for the bench warrant continue, and I would also ask that the court inform the respondent of the standards for which respondent will be held if proceeding pro se, and I believe it would be appropriate.
I'm proceeding sui juris and persona.
Well, I am going to ask Ms. Fort Williams to operate.
No, I don't want an attorney. I do not
attorney. Ms. Dineski, I have acknowledged the fact that you are not wanting an attorney.
No, I refuse it. It's not that I don't want one.
I have Ms. Fort Williams to stand by. She's just going to stand by.
What else would
you like to say, Mr. Tudge?
I believe it may be of benefit for the court to voir dire or Attorney Williams to voir dire respondent as to a right to have counsel and whether respondent knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waives the right to counsel.
All right, Ms. Dineski, you understand? Go ahead, Ms. Fort Williams.
Your Honor, I just wanted to say, Ms. Dineski was speaking about being served with the violation, and she's indicating that she was not served. She may have been quoting the incorrect court rule. I don't know. I don't have the court rules in front of me. It doesn't matter, though. Either way, of course, anybody in court has to be served with the appropriate papers. What she is indicating is that she was not served. And I indicated to her, but I don't think she was listening to me because she was talking and I couldn't talk. I indicated
that is a professional way of saying I was trying to explain it, but she's so stupid she don't want to listen. That was a very professional way of putting it. We all know what she really wanted to say. Shout out to you, attorney.
To her that this is an arraignment and that she will have the opportunity to address service or lack thereof, if that is the case, when a trial is set or whatever is set.
No, according.
And that's another thing. They don't know how procedure goes, arraignments, and the timing of bringing up issues. You know you're dealing with a sovereign citizen when they want to hold trial at their first initial appearance. Like when you're only there to have the formal reading of the charges, whether do you want an attorney, are you going to forge attorney or have one appointed for you, and then schedule a pretrial date. No, they want to have trial right there. They want the case adjudicated right there. They want the case dismissed right there. And those are never, rarely, ever the stages when those things happen.
Versus McVicker, I can challenge us at any time.
Mr. Nestor, you have to be quiet. For purposes of what she was indicating, Your Honor, it is true that everyone has to be served. I don't know about that court rule, and it doesn't matter whether she's quoting all these rules. It doesn't matter. She's indicating she wasn't served. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. But the thing is that it doesn't matter if this is an arraignment.
Procedurally, there are things we have to do.
No, not if my rights are violated.
What are you even talking about? You would absolutely want things to be done procedurally, especially if you think that your rights are being violated. In fact, you've cited several court rules in this hearing already, meaning that you both agree with the Michigan court rules and are attempting to proceed procedurally, even if pro se.
Procedure does not have my rights.
Mr. Tudge, do you have a response to that?
Your Honor, it's indicated, I believe in the court record, a proof of service has been submitted. If there are further questions as it relates to service, and ultimately it may be, however, I leave this to either respondent, or if respondent wishes for an attorney, respondent's attorney to address that if there is a request or a motion to have the court issue a summary judgment as to the alleged violation, the burden of proof would be on the respondent to do so.
All right.
It would not be. The burden of proof is on the one who would process the service. I was out of state when this hearing was set up.
I do show that a proof of service was filed for notice of hearing for the show cause that took place on December 4th, 2024 by the attorney that was representing Mr. Nurswick.
So where did he serve it to? Because I wasn't even in the state of Michigan. I was living out of state at the time, and you guys they have my email, and they never even emailed me. They have my phone number, so I wasn't notified by phone, email, or mail. So if they served it to the Elwha House, Chuck is the one who signed it, which is fraud. He has been defrauding the court since the beginning of this.
There is a proof of service in the file that was filed on November 8th, 2023, that a notice of hearing for the show cause on December 4th went out. Have you, Ms. Fort Williams, talked to your client? How would you like to enter a plea on her behalf? What plea?
No, she doesn't need to enter a plea on my behalf. I said I don't want an attorney. Why do you keep going to her? I want to speak for myself.
All right, let me say this. Ms. Dineski, you've been advised of your right to have counsel. Is that correct?
No, I have a right to assistance of counsel.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want assistance of counsel, Ms.
She can assist. She already told me her opinion, so I appreciate that, and I'm competent to speak for myself now. But I do appreciate her very much.
So you asked for the assistant attorney, Ms. Fort Williams.
No, I didn't ask for it. She gave it to me, and I accepted her opinion. But I don't. The law does not agree that I can't ask for this to be dismissed in an arraignment, because Lufkin v. McVicker
So
says
your
that
request for dismissal is denied.
Why?
Because
there you go. You wanted the right to ask for the right to speak, to ask for dismissal. You got your request for the dismissal. It's denied. And this is why they didn't want to entertain your request for dismissal, because as soon as you get a ruling that you don't agree with, now you want to start questioning the court as to why they denied your frivolous request for dismissal. You have no legal basis for the dismissal. And this is why they keep ignoring you, because as soon as you hear something that's not in your favor, now you want to ask 21 questions. Like the judge has to give you an answer every time they make their ruling. Like, yeah, like who the hell do y'all sovereign citizens think y'all are? Like y'all owe 100% explanation why a judge ruled against you. Yeah, y'all gonna learn.
The court doesn't just dismiss a case because a petulant Karen demands them to do so. That's why.
And Your Honor, I would ask.
And you have to. I'm also.
Hold on, I need to hear from Ms. Fort Williams.
When do I get to speak?
Hold on.
Your Honor, I asked that a plea of not guilty be entered, and I'm asking that she be given personal bond. She is a resident of Detroit, Your Honor, and she's been incarcerated since the 13th. And I'm asking that she be released on her personal recognizance. Thank you.
Because I'm living locally. If I knew there was a court hearing, I would have been there.
Judge, if I can hear from you, please, as it relates to bond.
Your Honor, as it relates to bond, I did have the opportunity to speak with the petitioner prior to today's hearing. It's my understanding that there has been numerous instances of contact with the contact from respondents beginning on or around December of 2022, which I understand predates the personal protection order. this being when unwanted contact is alleged to have began, and the last instance of unwanted contact on or around February of 2025, just 5 weeks ago is what I've been informed of. I would, given both the allegations of contact and the information of continuous contact, as well as respondent's failure to appear for the prior proceeding, I believe was set for a bench trial, it does appear that there may be a concern of respondent attending future court hearings. And as such, I would argue that a GPS tether would be appropriate for both the security of the public and petitioner, as well as securing the respondent's future attendance at court proceeding.
All right.
Do I get a chance to speak on my own behalf?
I'm going to give you that chance. Ms. Dineski, are you incarcerated for any other matter?
Yeah, I'm incarcerated, falsely arrested, because I asked to talk to a supervisor when I was pulled over in River Rouge, and they beat me up and pulled me out of my U-Haul and beat me up and arrested me and put me in a dungeon for 3 days and then brought me here.
You know, you've cited several case laws in your pleadings today. I guess when you attended the Williams Fried Chicken School of Law, they forgot to teach you about Pennsylvania v. Mims, which states that if a police officer gives you a lawful order to exit your U-Haul, then you don't really have an option of saying no.
All right,
so I'm fighting those charges as well. And the thing is, this PPO, since the beginning, ma'am, I have been telling you that this needs to be dismissed. I have not had my chance to put any evidence in. You unlawfully dismissed the PPO that I had against Charles Nerswick, and then you went ahead and reissued a PPO right after you dismissed the one that I had against him, which is unlawful. You dismissed the original PPO against Charles Nerswick that I had after he admitted to trying to run me over. I'm talking now. It's my turn to talk. Let me talk.
What is your bond on the felony case? You're charged with a felony right now?
I am, unlawfully. And I'm already getting a tether, so it's a moot point.
So what is your bond on that case?
$10,000.
That
and I'm going to be asking for a bond reduction.
All right, so
I'm not even going to be getting out anytime soon anyways. But my point is that this needs to be dropped because I've never been able to show evidence. And on my
a $10,000 cash surety with tether?
Yeah, with a 1 person or 10, whatever, I have to pay $1,000 to get out.
Okay, so it's 10,000, 10%?
I guess, yeah.
With tether.
With a tether. So the thing is, but my point is, I would like to speak on my own behalf about this PPO because you dismissed. You need to recuse yourself because you have violated my rights from the beginning of this case. You did not let me show evidence in my original PPO case, and you dismissed the PPO when I never had a chance to have evidence. And that man, Chuck, who kidnapped my babies from me, who has never even been found to be the biological father of these children. Lawfully. The thing is that you dismissed. You said I could have a chance to talk. Please let me state my case.
Mr. Tudge would like to speak at this time. Go ahead.
It's my turn. You said I could have it, and you keep letting them speak, and you will not let me speak.
Mr. Tudge,
it's my turn to speak. So I'm going to say that this needs to be dismissed because you did not let me show evidence, and then you dismissed the PPO against a dangerous man who admitted to trying to run me over with his vehicle on a paper, on his documents, and then you dismissed it and turned around and gave him a PPO against me when I was asking him to let me see Haley, who I raised for 5 years, and to get diapers for our babies, who he had abandoned for over a month, and then he kidnapped, and then you facilitated that kidnapping. So you must recuse yourself from this case because you have violated my rights numerous times, and I've asked for a quo warranto. I have asked you to show me your Article 3 oath, and you have refused. And if you're an Article 1 judge, you cannot oversee this matter.
And yet she still is. How funny is that? The truth of the matter is, just like your psychotic ramblings about jurisdiction, articled judges, and death penalties for everyone, nobody actually cares. And those of us that do care only care for the comedy.
Mr. Netsky, your request to dismiss the matter is denied.
Why?
Mr. Tudge.
Why? What lawful reason do you have to continue this?
Mr. Tudge, What would you like?
What law, Judge, you need to answer me. What lawful reason do you have to continue this?
1 second. Go ahead, Mr. Tudge.
Thank you, Your Honor. As it relates to other bonds, I did have the opportunity to search. I believe the case in reference would be a 22nd District Court case. Presently, my records are not showing any arraignment having taken place. I did search the Michigan Court Case Search System and did not locate any present bond or active case involving respondents. Now, I do see that there had been issued charges for assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a police officer, which would be placed at the 22nd District Court. Also,
those were dropped. They told me that they were dropped and they let me go because they wrongfully arrested me based on a false allegation. So that I have to deal with.
Trying to get information from Mr. Tudge. Let him finish.
No, I know, but I'm letting you know what happened in that situation. Somebody had me arrested, and then they found out that the guy gave them false information, and they originally were going to charge me with that, and then they let me go that night, and they said they were dropping the charges. So for some reason, it just never got taken out of the lien system, and I didn't know that. So I do have to deal with it, but that's not my fault. That's the 22nd District's fault.
Okay, let me hear from Mr. Tudge. He's reading from the system so that I know what it is that he sees that's in the system. And so you know what's in the system. Go ahead.
I do appreciate that. Thank you.
I would also note a case out of Washtenaw County that does appear to have also been charged with 2 offenses, misdemeanor disturbing the peace and attempt misdemeanor of assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a police officer.
That's the one that got dropped.
I'm not in possession of any adjudication on the matter.
That's the one that got dropped. I'm sorry. I thought that was the 22nd Circuit.
I usually joke about people needing to apologize to trees for wasting the oxygen they work so hard to produce. But in Lindsay's case, it's not a joke. If she would just shut the hell up for a few moments and let everyone else say what they have to say, then she could address each one in a succinct and organized manner. But Lindsay would rather just interrupt everyone all the time and then correct herself as needed.
So I can't provide any further information. As it relates to respondents, what I would interpret as respondent's motion that Your Honor recuse yourself from this matter. I don't believe the requirements for recusal are met. There being no argued of impropriety.
Well, it's not really up to you to decide. You weren't there on the original case when she violated my rights and denied me a trial in the original PPO and did not let me put my evidence in. So because you violated my rights in that original PPO, you must recuse yourself. And I am demanding a new judge. I'm demanding a higher judge. I'm demanding the chief judge.
All right, Mr.
I have a right to that.
Mr. Tudge.
Like maybe outside of this, you'd be a cool lady, but you violated my rights in this court, and so I have a right to a judge who has not violated my rights.
Are you asking that Ms. Dineski just be placed on tether?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I object to that. I should not have to be on a tether. I've not broken any laws. I've not.
Right, you ain't broken no laws. It's one big conspiracy. I get you.
Not harmed anybody. I'm the only one who has been harmed by this. This unlawful PPO has kept me from seeing my biological offspring for 2 years. This unlawful PPO has kept me from my babies for 2 years. They took a good mother. I was nursing my babies. I was with my babies every single day, and you guys helped a man who tried to kill me to cover up his crimes, kidnap those babies. You should be ashamed of yourself. And so because you helped kidnap my babies, I deserve a different judge. I am entitled to a different judge. You have shown misbehavior and impropriety under the canon laws of the judge's rules.
Mr. Dineski, I'm going to enter a not guilty.
Oh, now she's graduating to the canon laws. The canon laws.
Plea on your behalf. You'll be given.
I don't consent to plea. There should not be a plea. This should be dropped.
I'm gonna give you a 10,000 personal bond. You can be released on GPS tether.
Well, then I'll just add that to the criminal charges that I'll be filing against you in federal court.
So let me get this straight. You're going to take Judge Triplett to federal court and demand that she receives the death penalty for giving you a PR bond. You're not just a psycho, Lindsay. You're also an idiot.
Okay.
With the executive order that says that are you or are you not an administrative law judge? Yes or no? Why won't you answer my question? Are you an administrative law judge or are you a judicial judge?
I'll do the 10% on the 10,000.
Are you an administrative? Why will you not answer my questions? I have a right to ask you a question as a public servant.
You know, I always wanted to know that, let's say the judge answers the question in the way that these sovereign citizens want. Let's just say they just answer it. Like, what is that going to do for you? Like, for real. Is it one of those things where, like, why do they want to know the answer to that question so bad? Because one thing that I've noticed, that what if the judge wanted to grant them relief that they seek and they was about to do it, but then they said, I was going to grant you relief, but I can't do it now because I'm not an Article 3 judge. What happens then? What are you going to do then? Are you going to be like, oh, no, it don't matter. You can still do it. So they only want to know, are they an Article 1 or Article 3 judge, is when things are not going their way. But what if the judge wanted to grant them relief that they seek? Would they care if the judge was a Article 1 or Article 3 judge? Would they care then? I think not.
She can.
Are you an administrative law judge, Regina Triplett? Or are you a judicial officer?
1,000 has been paid and she receives a tether. Then
Your Honor, I apologize for the interruption. However, when respondent was speaking and we noticed it appeared that you were speaking, the audio did not come through.
Let me ask you this. So what day would you be able to do a trial, Mr. Judge, on the allegations?
Your Honor, I did, when speaking with the petitioner, it's my understanding that there may be evidence that has yet to be sent to my office. I would believe a period of 3 weeks may be sufficient to receive the evidence.
Why is he allowed to? Why is a petitioner?
I'll make that a 10,000 personal, but she has to have a GPS tether on.
So why is the petitioner allowed to submit evidence, but I've not been allowed to?
Dineski, I'm gonna release you on a 10,000 personal bond, but
What does that mean? I don't have money to pay anything.
You don't have to pay any money. You just have to show up to court for your next court date. But you will be placed on GPS tether because you cannot violate.
But I wasn't personally notified up until the point when if you guys know, remember all the hearings I did show up to? Because I was notified. When I'm notified, I show up. You cannot put a tether on me when I was not personally notified.
Your Honor, we just need a date.
Can you tell me, can I ask a question? What address was that proof of service sent to? Like, where did they send that?
They're gonna release you. Okay, you're gonna get a 10,000 personal bond.
It's not about that.
I know, but
I would like to know what address did they send that information to?
You'll be able to look at the file. You'll be able to go into the system and see what address they have for you and access.
But can you just tell me, isn't that on record where it was sent to?
Mr. Nestor, you'll be able to check that yourself.
But I want to know right now, because if they didn't send it to the address that I was living at, this needs to be dismissed.
Go to the records division in the basement of the city county building and you can pull all the records for the entire case. What address they served, the proof of service.
But I'm telling you, you told me it was the Elwell address. I was evicted from there in June.
Oh, I didn't give you an address. That's why you should go to the records division in the city county building in the basement.
But it should be, you should have the information in front of you.
Shut up. Damn it.
That you can check that yourself. You got to listen.
I know, you could also give it to me right now. Why are you refusing to give it to me when you guys have it?
When you get out, quiet and listen.
When you get out, you can go to the city county building in the basement, but you must have tether.
But I can't get out because I have this other thing that I have to get bailed out for and I have no money.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, one that you should have been aware of and one that you could have avoided if you weren't such a see you next Tuesday.
With that other case, however you deal with it, I've given you.
Okay, but I'm here and I can't get out. That's why I'm asking you what address, because I'm not going to be able to get there.
Your Honor, may I just say this? We're going around in circles. May I just request that we just need a date? That's all. Because
can I just get the discovery sent here?
Thank you, lawyer. Thank you. They keep wasting all this frivolous time with her. Thank you. Set the date and get her the hell up out of there. Nothing's going to change. None of your demands have ever been met. Like, come on, lady. It's just, sheesh.
Williams, I was just given a date 1 second ago. I was waiting. So May 27th at 9 a.m. will be your next court date. Do you have that, Mr. Tudge, Ms. Fort Williams?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So we'll see the parties back on May 17, 2020.
No, you said 27, 27, right?
27. I apologize.
Okay, thank you.
At 9 a.m. Okay.
Why is it okay for my rights to be violated? I want to know. Why is it okay for you to violate my rights?
Mr. Nesky,
I want you to prove jurisdiction. Prove that you have jurisdiction over me. I'm doing a quo warrant, so this is
I wonder what that deputy is thinking. Matter of fact, I already know what he's thinking. Girl, shut the hell up so I can get you back to your unit.
I'm demanding a quo warranto, and you have to prove jurisdiction over me.
Gonna get out with tether. You'll be able to access.
It's not about that. This whole entire matter is void ab initio. So you have never proved jurisdiction over me from the beginning.
Just say something. Go ahead, Mr. Tudge. You got to get it out.
That's a damn shame. Where judge got to say, yo, you got to get it out because you're just going to keep babbling. That's a damn shame.
Your Honor, is the matter scheduled for a trial or a final pretrial?
Let's schedule it for a final pretrial.
So that's May 27th at 9 a.m., Mr. Nesby.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
So you can get whatever discovery or whatever you need, contact Ms. Abrams. And at least we'll know on that you have everything.
So the thing is that I need you to, I'm doing a jurisdictional challenge right now, and you have to prove jurisdiction before this can move forward under Michigan and federal law.
Your Honor, she has the date. So we have, is this concluded? Mr. Nesby has the date.
I'll take care and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you're not gonna establish jurisdiction. Okay, one more crime.
We'll just give her 2 death penalties, Karen. I mean, you've already threatened me with like 4. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. As this story develops, you can count on me, Colin, and Shiz covering this to the fullest. And somebody really needs to let Shiz and Colin know that if they continue their coverage, they're going to be on the death penalty list with me, Judge Triplett, and all of you that comment down below. Death penalties for everyone. Now, it might take you a while to receive your death penalty, since at the current moment, Lindsay's a bit busy being tortured in the county dungeon. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on.
Islam. Well, Islam to you too, Mr. Mustafa Bey.
I am your brother, Mustafa Shabazz El, Chief of Staff for the United States of America Republic. Say what? Islam to you all. What we are doing here is demonstrating for our people. As you see, I am in the car, but just not any regular vehicle. I'm with Marshal Sergeant Felton Bay. As you can see here, let me see your badge, man. Show me your badge. We represent for United States of America Republic.
Oh boy, These guys are flashing fake badges again, as if that's supposed to mean something to the real world. These guys are so lost, it's not even funny.
And what we're going to do is show you guys what we're doing out here. So we're patrolling right now.
These guys are complete buffoons. They really believe that they're law enforcement. He's talking about they're out patrolling.
Hey, yo, now, Karen, she crazy, but these motherfuckers right here, yo, these motherfuckers are on another level, yo.
My goodness.
We are demonstrating our power that we have as a national government. We are in the marshal vehicle, the vice gerent vehicle. Again, I'm with Sergeant Felton Bay, Islam, and this is how we demonstrate. Once we get out the vehicle, I will show you the vehicle that we're exiting. So I'll stay live for a while. The reason being is because I know our people only believe you if they see you. You gotta see you. Because us talking, you know, well, we can lie too. And I understand how it works. I want to see action. Talk is too cheap. So listen to what I'm saying. We are patrolling our areas, our provinces. We are here in the province of Illinois. We demonstrate. We demonstrate down here in the marshal car. One moment. I'm going to change the camera angle. I'm going to move my files out the way. I'm going to. It's raining outside.
No shit.
One thing that I noticed is, you know, that government vehicles, they got specific license plates and they're like rarely ever pulled over. Like, a police officer sees a government vehicle, like they already know what it is. They don't even bother them. Why is it that if you're already in the system, like, why is it that they always pull y'all over and like your license plates, they don't come back registered or anything? If the United States is already supposed to know who you are. And I don't want to hear that Department of Transportation shit, because I've seen that shit getting thrown out in court too.
Get to know who your government is. Get to know your government officials. Get to know who we are. Because we are the ones that's going to be saving our nation and people from the wrath of Allah, from the wrath of God. No other Moors are doing commerce and trade. They're not doing commerce at a national scale. Only the United States of America Republic.
You're retarded.
And again, we issue driver's license. We have our BMV.
Oh, you do you? Oh, you do you? Okay.
Our Bureau of Motor Vehicle.
Excuse me, Mustafa. Are you talking about the same driver's licenses that keep getting confiscated anytime you guys have any type of police contact? That driver's license?
So, excuse me. So that shows you that we are doing business in commerce. Okay? We issue driver's license. We issue birth certificates. We issue marriage license, business license, social security.
All fraudulent, all fraudulent, all fraudulent.
See what they issue. We have our vicegerents, they have their police. We have our marshals, and they have theirs. But we have the highest law on the land because we are the national people.
Wrong.
We are the American people. We're not black, we're not colored, we're not African American nor Negro. We are Moors. Moors. Those titles I mentioned, that's what they are. Titles. Something that you're not. Colorable titles. Something you can never be. So again, what other Moors you see out demonstrating in a marshal car? It's how we demonstrate out here in the province of Illinois. And guess what? We have open seats. Let me see your badge again. We have open seats. We have open seats.
Oh boy, look, Mustafa's trying to recruit people to his fictitious government.
If you are in the province of Illinois area, you have experience in security, you have experience in being an officer, come to USAR, repatriate, take a seat in your government. That's what it's about. Perpetuating your nation, upholding your oath to the Most High, learning your Constitution so that you can be able to create laws for your nation and people to save them, to keep them good. That's what we're doing out here. I'm going to change the angle again. Where we at? Let me see, what street is that? Zoom in a little bit. That's 35th Street. There we go, 35th Street. 35th, I'm not sure what the Oxford is, but that could be 35th and Western. 35th and Western. Repatriation means to bring you back to your home state, sending someone back to their home country, or sending money back to their home country or state. Your state is your people. Your people are the ones that take care of you, not another nation of beings. If another nation of beings is taking care of you, that makes you the slave under them. You under their law. But if you're with your state, your home state, your government, your free national government, guess what? You the one creating the law. You making the laws. You have political rights, God-given rights. God-given rights. That's what you have. And you will not be stateless. Stateless is a person that doesn't have a government. It's hard for them to get work. It's hard for them to get medical treatment. It's hard for them to get houses. It's hard for them to do anything. And the only reason the so-called black man got these jobs is because you helping them build their civilization. You keeping their kingdom wide open. Their kingdom. You're not building for your people. You come home, build for your people, we can have all the jails. We can have our own medical centers. We can have our own schools. That is equal opportunity. When you are attending their school, that's not equal opportunity. They can teach your kid whatever they want to teach your kid. That's your job to raise your cubs, not send them off to another race of people to take care of your children. That's what we do. Y'all see we passed up the jail, right? That's another jail over there. These people everywhere. That's how we gotta get these people back in their proper place. The jails are ours. I do want to say for all you Moors out there that do not recognize your free national government are undesirables. I do want to say that. No offense, but just understand what I'm saying. If you do not have a government, that means you are stateless. So now you're subject to the abuse. All the negative abuse that you care to bestow upon you. Until you get up under or in your kingdom or up under God's law, you're gonna continue to be treated like slaves. Drop the contract. Stop being a 14th Amendment citizen.
Regardless whether you want to be a 14th Amendment citizen or not, you are deemed by the United States a U.S. citizen and a citizen of the state in which you were born in, just by the fact that you were born in the United States. And there's no declaration, there's no oath, there's no pledge, there's no fez that you can put on that will ever change that presumption. You are that to them. It's not about what you call yourself, it's how you are treated. Until the government recognizes y'all as a legitimate nation, and I'm not talking about your filings with the Secretary of State, I'm talking about Congress represented in court, I mean in the government recognizing y'all as y'all's own sovereign state, sovereign land, then I'll be convinced. Until then, you're just talking out the sides of y'all necks. None of that is applicable or legal or recognized.
Read the Dred Scott case. No, when you read the Dred Scott case, a so-called person with an African bloodline or descent cannot be a citizen of the U.S.
Now, this is why, in my opinion, most Americans are so foolish. They start quoting these cases, Dred Scott, this and that, acting like they're so enlightened, and they're just talking not.
The core holdings of the Dred Scott versus Stanford were effectively overturned by the 13th and 14th Amendments after the Civil War. And there's the links. So the Dred Scott case was overturned by the 13th and 14th Amendments. And here's the links. So, another misinterpretation?
Nonsense. Now, yes, the Dred Scott case did say that Negroes, or whatever they were called back then, couldn't be citizens of the United States. But then you know what happened? Do you know what happened? They created the 14th Amendment.
You're rocking with the best.
Which made everyone born in this country a citizen. So the 14th Amendment overturned the Dred Scott case, silly. So stop bringing up the Dred Scott case. The Dred Scott case was before the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment cleared all of that up, silly.
It could never be.
Truth science. I agree 1000% with you.
You from the Americas. A citizen is someone from Poland, Ireland, China, Philippines, Vietnamese. These are residents that reside over here on your land. They reside. You're not the resident.
This guy is fucking stupid.
They are. So get with your government.
Stop being sucked.
And let's stop being scared, because we only scared. We fear these people. But we're not scared no more. The Most I said we wake up and we soldiers. The law was embedded in us since the beginning. We are the tribe of Judah. We are the Jews. We have the bloodline of our brother Christ. Islam. But in order for us to exercise our godly powers, we must line up with our government. We must become part and parcel of the United States of America Republic, national government. That's what we must do. The website is usargov.us. Again, usargov.us. You guys should go to our website, read the first 3 pages of our Constitution and the last 2 pages of our Constitution. You'll see that we are lined up with the law. Our flag has been re-raised. They thought they chopped it down. And if they did, it grew right back. They didn't uproot it. So we here now. Again, I don't want to make this video too much longer. And I don't want to be just rambling. But the reason for the video is to show you how we demonstrate. At the same time, give you all some good information on how you can repatriate and take a seat in your government and uphold the law of your government, and you can be a marshal. You can be in one of these marshal cars. You understand? So now, what we're going to do is...
So one of the benefits is being in a marshal car with fictitious plates, with non-existent tags, getting pulled over, getting your car towed, your fake ID confiscated. And it's a hell of a deal, brother.
What we're going to do is, we're about to our destination where we're going to be doing, or going. And we're on our way to the state building. We are on our way to the state building, the United States of America Republic State Building. We just left the Capitol. We demonstrate down here. They don't let the Moabs in the door. Yeah. We here now. And this is the pride that we have in our government. We ain't playing. We ain't scared. It's not about a game. It's not about being scared, but we love our people. We love our nation. We love our women. We love our children. We love all of them. So we must do what God said do. Have dominion. Govern. So I'm going to show you guys something. And what I want y'all to do is spread this video throughout your Facebook. Comment. I don't care if you like it or not, but this video needs to be spreaded because everybody needs to see how we are demonstrating here, how we are demonstrating for our people and our posterity. For us and our posterity, excuse me.
Excuse me, sir, but what in the doohickey are you talking about? You are just rambling, sir.
Okay. Sergeant Felton Bay, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to the state building. Oh, there we go, right there. United States of America Republic. There you got me zoom in on that.
You doing a video?
I believe that's the prayers right there.
Yeah, that's prayers.
Well, Islam, Mr. Prez, Mr. C. Cannon Bay. How are you doing?
All right, don't pull off so fast. Let them get a peep of this. We here now. See that? We here. Repatriation is what you want to be, what you want to do. Islam Moab. Call me when you get home. Wait, hold on. Let me zoom out. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. We out here demonstrating. You know I'm coming. We out here demonstrating. That's what we do. Y'all see that?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What's your light? Turn your light out. We right here. You saw. We demonstrating our power out here. Islam to you all. Peace and love. We're about to we are about to hit the road, hit the street, do some demonstration. Let's hit up that piece real quick. And that's what it's about. Perpetuating your government.
So basically, none of them have meaningful employments. None of them are really doing anything successful for people. None of they just.
That's all it's about.
Okay, so the demonstrating that this Morris sovereign citizen keeps talking about, he's trying to show off this vehicle, this 1990 something vehicle that they got, and they painted the words Marshall on it, and the driver has a badge, and they really believe that they're law enforcement. These guys are happy that they got this little hoopty and painted Marshall on it. This is absolutely ridiculous. I hope that they make a video with them being pulled over in this fake Marshall car. That would be totally hilarious. I dare you guys do it. I want to see the outcome of you guys getting pulled over in your Marshall car. Will the police let you guys free because they recognize that you guys are also law enforcement, or will they be taking you guys' car and sending you guys to jail? I dare you guys make a video of you when you get pulled over by the real police.
Again, the last video I put up from last night, any one of you guys, women, want to become a marshal, a judge, repatriate, come back to your home state, sign your oath, take a seat. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. Take your seat. Uphold the laws of Allah. We have the highest law on the land. Our marshals, they have the highest law on the land. They badge higher than any other badge. So that means we can make an arrest on our citizens. Okay, there we go. Islam, everyone, Islam. And here we go, demonstrating again. We are at Pete's grocery store right now. But we out here demonstrating. There's the marshal, Sergeant Felton Bay. This is who we ride with. Protect and serve. That's what we're gonna do. Y'all see that? Put in place.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
You understand? That's what we're gonna do out here. That's how we're gonna do it. Representation for our people. So this is what we're doing out here. We demonstrate You know, you guys, well, I can help demonstrate. Y'all know what to do. For those that have my number, call me or go to usfargov.us. Repatriate if you have not yet did that. You understand? Peace and love. Grand Rising, Islam to you all. I am Mustafa Shabazz L, Chief of Staff for the United States of America Republic. And today again, we are out here demonstrating. And let me show you guys how we demonstrate. Again.
We know. Showing off your Crown Vic. We know.
We out here. Islam. I'm good, Moab, and yourself? Let me get the doors unlocked. We out here demonstrating. As you see, we in Vice-Gerent Marshal Vehicle 002. And this is what we're doing. To protect and serve, brothers and sisters. That's what we're doing out here. Again, boom. Islam, Moab. I'm live on a book. You don't mind, do you?
What you mean? I don't want no fame.
You know, it's not about fame. It's about introducing our people to their government. It ain't about me. It's about our people. Fame, I don't want that either. But we demonstrating.
At least that Moab that he was just talking to is smart enough not to show his face on camera, because all these guys are going to wind up going to jail soon.
We showing them how we ride. Vice-Gerent style, Marshal style. Protecting and serving our communities, our people.
This is absolutely comical. This Moab, Mustafa Al, is out here showing off the little hoopty that his fictitious government purchased and spray painted Marshall on it, and they really believe that they're now law enforcement. These guys are a bunch of adults playing pretend as if they are children. This is comical. These people are absolutely 100% delusional. This is where Moorish science will lead you. It will lead you down the rabbit hole of absolute delusion. Wow.
This is what we're doing out here. That door should be unlocked, Moab. There you go.
We gotta go throw some lights on this. I know that's.
You know what? All that's gonna be beautiful soon, real soon. Islam, everyone. Islam.
Charles Barkley in a pickup.
I'm gonna leave the camera towards me.
First pick.
I got a lot to say about nationality. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? I'm a Moorish American. What's yours? I do want to say that Black, African, and Negro and colored, those are not nationalities. That's not a nationality that's going to tie you to a country, a state, or your people, your land. That's not going to do that. Those are colorable terms. Something that it seems to be, but it's not. It has nothing to do with that. So while we out here, we gonna document everything whenever we riding in the marshal cars, whenever we have any type of contact with foreign officers, we're gonna be on camera 24 hours. All right, that's what we're gonna be doing. So right now, your brother's driving, so I'm gonna get off this camera. But my next location, you guys get a chance to see that. Peace and love. Until the next video. Islam.
Islam, Moab. Catch you on the next video.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
You got the town of Poughkeepsie cop back here at this light. Like he trying to turn the same direction as me. All of this stuff is planned with these people. Now he's in the right lane. I'm jumping in the left lane, right? Let's see what he's gonna try to do. Of course, he's gonna jump in the left lane. Now I'm gonna jump in the turning lane. Let's see what he's gonna do. I'm gonna get his license plate now. Now he's jumping in the turning lane. Now I'm gonna go and put my right signal on and keep going straight. Cause now he gonna put his right signal on and going straight. Now I'm turning into McDonald's. Cause he following me now. What the fuck? It's a town of Poughkeepsie cop and he following me. He just turned into McDonald's. I turned to go straight. He turning into McDonald's and all this stuff. What are you doing all this stuff for? Number 10. Stay in the car. For what?
Get in the car.
What's the issue? What's the issue? Why are you pulling me over? Why are you pulling me over? Huh? I'm not holding my phone while I'm driving. My phone is in the cup holder.
Excuse me, sir. What in the doohickey are you talking about? The officer said he pulled you over because you had your phone in your hand while operating a motor vehicle. And you clearly did. You had your phone outside the window trying to record the officer's license plates. So why are you blatantly lying to the officer?
Get in the car. I'm going to push you in the car.
Call your supervisor. Call the sheriff and call your supervisor. What's your business card? Jay Dixon.
Yep, it's fine.
Jay Dixon.
1008. You can't be using your phone while driving.
I'm not using my phone. My phone is in the cup. No, I didn't. Right. It was in the cup holder.
You got a license?
I'm gonna give you my. I'm gonna give you. Yo, you know you just harassed me, right? And you're violating Title 18, Section 242.
Come on, give me a license.
You don't care about the Constitution? Did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution? Did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution?
What's up?
Did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution?
Yes, I did.
All right.
You have a license on you, boss?
The only way that a crime
exists. Do you have a license on you?
I'm trying to talk law to you.
You can talk law and do two things at once. Do you have a license on you?
I'm going to give you identification document. Is that okay if I give you a document that's an identification?
If you have a license, I'm asking if you have a New York State driver's license.
Now, you see, this is where these Moorish sovereign citizens always run into issues. The officer is asking this man for a driver's license, and he's already with the nonsense talking about he's going to present him with an identification card. The officers do not want your Moorish nationality card. They asked you for a license. Furthermore, do you see that this man has all of his paperwork in a bag, tied up in a plastic bag? He really holds all of this Moorish paperwork as sacred. Put that stuff away, fool, and give this officer a driver's license before he takes you to jail.
This is my nationality paperwork.
All right. I'm asking, it's a simple question. Do you have a New York State driver's license?
If I didn't commit no crime, I don't.
You're using your phone while driving.
That's a crime?
That is a crime. In New York State, that's a crime. You can't operate a cell phone while driving a vehicle. That is a crime, yes.
What crime is that? Where's the injured party? In order for a crime to exist, there has to be an injured party.
Okay, buddy. You have a license?
I'm gonna show you a Supreme Court case law.
That's okay. You can show me whatever you want. I'm asking, do you have a valid New York State license? New York State license.
You just racially profiled me.
The answer to that's no. So for all you don't need a driver's license. The Supreme Court said you have a right to travel. Yeah, you have a right to travel, but depending on the mode that you use to travel, there's going to be some requirements. And yes, you need a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle when you're driving a vehicle in all 50 states of the United States. So do you have a driver's license? You need one. If you don't know what one looks like, I will show you mine.
I can't
Yes,
see
you
your race
did.
from behind your car.
What in the doohickey are you talking about, Devon? You really just tried to race card just because the officer pulled you over for a crime you know you clearly committed? He pulled you over for operating a cell phone while driving a motor vehicle. You were just trying to record the officer's license plate while you were driving. Your hand was out the window with your phone. You were operating a motor vehicle while using a cellular phone, like he says. This has nothing to do with your race. Why in the doohickey are you trying to play the race card when you know you are guilty? This is shameful of you.
You know who I am.
I don't know who you are. Who are you? I'm asking you for a license.
I'm indigenous.
Into me eyes. I'm retarded.
What is your license?
I'm a Moor.
Are you allowed to drive a motor vehicle in New York?
Yep. You ran the place, right? You know who I am. You see me all the time.
Know.
You
Just
see me
because
all
you're
the
driving
time.
a car doesn't mean you're registered. And I don't see you all the time. There's multiple police officers. I'm not working every day, all day.
All right, so this is what you're violating.
That's not your name.
This is what you're violating right here. Title 18. You took an oath to the Constitution, right?
Your name?
So you're violating. This is what you're violating.
I'm not asking you about the Constitution. I'm asking you what's your name.
I don't have a name. I have an appellation. I have a title.
What's your appellation?
My title is Devon Rayford Bay.
All right, Devon Rayford. Do you have a valid New York State driver's license, Devon? Can you stop reaching inside your jacket, please?
So hold on, I'm looking for a wallet. It's all right.
Perfect.
But I'm looking for nationality
you're
paperwork.
So if you're gonna keep going through bags, I'm gonna stop you. If you have a wallet right there, that's perfect. You can grab that and give me ID. Thank you, sir.
Listen, I didn't commit no crime.
You did. You can't use your phone while driving.
That's not a crime.
It is in New York State. You have your license?
Right now, you're lying. You're saying that you saying that you have proof that I was talking on the phone, holding the cell phone.
My eyesight can see you using your phone.
Your eyesight is not proof.
Okay, buddy.
You're lying. You're lying.
All right.
That's not proof beyond reasonable doubt. If we go to Supreme Court,
this is not where you fight that. You fight that in court.
No, I'm fighting it right now because you're endangering my life. You're injuring me.
How am I injured?
Because you're taking my property. You're stopping me without due process. You're violating the Constitution you took an oath to. You're a criminal right now. You're a domestic terrorist.
You said due process.
You're attempting to human traffic me under color of law. You're committing color of law. This is color of law.
All right, buddy.
You are violating due process.
So the next step is, if you do not give me your driver's license, then I have to take you out the car and arrest you. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to just get a simple traffic stop, and that's it. You're creating extra stuff for no reason.
No, I'm not. I'm telling
you. Officer, they always do that. Because behind all these claims that they have and all that babble he just said, behind all of it is a suspended license somewhere, revoked license somewhere, didn't pay the court fines. So doing this is a better route for them than paying their court fees and getting their license the legitimate way. Okay? Behind all these right to travel arguments, 80% of them are my license is suspended, so I can't drive the legal way.
You the codes. I'm telling you.
All right, so you can believe in that. Perfect, right? Keep that with you. Bring that to court, right? I'm going to give you a court date when you have to prepare for your ticket. And then I will meet you there, and we can talk in front of the judge about this. Not right here. This is not where this gets settled.
Exactly. It is beyond me that when these more sovereign citizens get pulled over, they feel compelled to try and hold court in the street. Just like the officer said, he's going to give you a ticket. You show up to court, and then you argue your case in front of a judge. You don't do it right there with him. He is just enforcing the rules. When you go to court, then you can speak all of this Morris nonsense, and of course you're going to lose, but then will be the time during your court hearing. This officer is actually being very nice to you. You guys love to make things worse than they really are. He's pulling you over. Just give him your license. You will get your ticket. You will get your court date, and then you can fight your case in court while a judge is hearing over it. But trying to fight this in the street is never the answer.
Going in disguise on the highway on the premises with intent to prevent someone from the free exercise or enjoyment of any right secured under the Constitution, my right to life, liberty, and happiness. You are stopping me for no apparent reason. There's no injured party. Do you have a warrant? Do you have a warrant signed from an Article 3 judge?
So take that out.
You're laughing because you don't take the oath serious.
I do take it serious, but this has nothing to do with that, buddy.
Going in disguise on the highway on the premises with intent to prevent someone from the free exercise or enjoyment of any right secured under the Constitution, my right to life, liberty, and happiness. You are stopping me for no apparent reason. There's no injured party. Do you have a warrant? Do you have a warrant signed from an Article 3 judge?
So take that out.
You're laughing because you don't take the oath serious.
I do take it serious, but this has nothing to do with that, buddy. So
you're acting like a pedophile right now, but I'm gonna give you this under threat, duress, and coercion because I'm in fear of my life because you got a gun right there on your waist and you're already insinuating that you want to shoot me or you want to kill me. So you are a dangerous man, and I'm gonna give this to you because I'm in fear of my life. You can just take that and run everything you need to run. I don't consent to nothing that you're doing under color of law. Everything you're doing is color of authority. Ain't no crime happened. You harassing me right now. You're trespassing on my rights. You're a criminal.
Okay. You can't use your phone while driving.
You can go to jail for stopping someone without a warrant and saying that you're just a crime happened. You are a criminal. You're a domestic terrorist right now.
So just because of your irate behavior, I'm just gonna have you step out and make sure there's nothing in the car while I can finish doing my paperwork, all right? So just go ahead and step out the car.
I don't consent to no search. I ain't doing nothing. Ain't no outright behavior.
Huh?
Ain't no outright behavior.
Well, you're extremely aggressive.
No, I'm not.
What you have in your vehicles.
Huh?
I don't know what you have in your vehicle.
It ain't nothing in my vehicle, and you can stop playing with my vehicle. Yo, man, yo.
Thank you, sir. Can you just step out from me, please? I'm just asking nicely. You can bring your phone.
You can't search. I don't give you consent. Listen. I don't give you permission to search this vehicle. You don't have permission to search.
In your bag. Stop reaching in your bag.
This is personal stuff. This is my mail. This is my mail in here, and he's going through my mail. This is my mail in here. They're gonna commit. They're gonna invade my privacy.
Stop reaching. You can bring your phone.
You can stand outside here with your phone. Listen,
take your phone.
All right.
You can stand out here with your phone.
Let me get my cigarette. Let me get my cigarette.
I'll grab your cig.
I'm grabbing my cigarette. Stay right here. Stay right here.
Now, I must say, this Morris sovereign citizen, Devon Rayford Bay, is a complete idiot, and he is not in tune with what's going on in the world. These officers.
He's doing all that reaching. He got the hoodie on. He got the whole giddy up. He's loud and irate. He keeps fumbling around. Do you know how many times officers done got smoked because they lackadaising? And I'm not trying to stick up for them, but motherfuckers reaching around and up a 40 on them and blow both of their heads off. Like just like off little stuff like that. So I understand why they would be on edge. But maybe if he wasn't so aggressive with his tone, they'd probably be more lax. You getting too aggressive, they're going to get somewhat paranoid, and they got to protect their P's and Q's because technically they don't know what you have in your vehicle. You could have a 40 right in the waistband, like, let me grab my cigarettes and up the joint on them. Like, you gotta be cognizant of all that too. For real. Anytime officers got smoked in situations like this, I'm talking about smoke.
feel that he's being aggressive. He's reaching in bags, and they're asking him to stop reaching in the bags. They don't know if he's reaching in the bags for some type of weapon, yet he's still doing it. Like, he could have just got shot if these officers weren't so nice to him. Like, he doesn't realize he just put his own life in danger over a simple traffic infraction. What in the doohickey is wrong with you, Devon Rayford? You need psychiatric help. This is the same nonsense you pulled on your other traffic stop, and it didn't work then, and it's not going to work now. This is the definition of insanity. You keep trying the same things over and over again, expecting different results.
Because true science, that's this whole sovereign citizen, patriot, Moorish redemption movement. They try the same things over and over again, just different variations. They'll move the names around. They'll switch the words around. They'll replace prior tax forms with new tax forms. It's all the same thing. They're never going to learn because in their mind, they're right and everybody else is wrong.
Now, yes, I understand the Taj Tariq Bey paperwork has brainwashed you, but all of that stuff is nonsense. None of the stuff that you just read or anything makes any sense, nor does it have anything to do with this traffic infraction. You were on your cell phone. You had it in your hand. You had it out the window trying to record the officer's license plates. You were using that phone while operating a motor vehicle, and it is a crime. Bottom line, you broke the law. Accept the ticket, go to court, and plead your case then. Stop reaching in the bag, sir.
Stop reaching.
All right, well, let me
understand what I'm saying.
get my phone. Let me get my phone. They bullying me. They hurting me. Get off of me. Let me get my phone.
I'm not hurting you. I'm just holding your hand.
All right, well, look, get my phone.
Grab your phone.
Grab it.
All right.
And grab my wallet.
All right.
I'm not reaching for nothing. Y'all got my hands.
Listen, put your hands on top of your head right now.
Back
Put your
up,
hands on
you
top of your head for me.
Y'all get off of me. Stop. Yo, get off of me. I didn't do nothing. Yo, let me stand over here. Watch out. Let me stand over here. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Yo, shit.
Another thing about these sovereign citizen Moorish Americans, they are so hyper aggressive for no reason. They turn the simplest things into the most extreme situations. They are, and this is what I want people to sign up for. It's like y'all force yourselves to have this negative disposition. It's like y'all cause so much unnecessary issues in your own lives, and you don't even realize you're doing it. This is why anybody that takes part in this stuff, I truly believe they need a psychiatric evaluation. It is a disease. It's a mental disease. The sovereign citizen, the Moors, the UCC ones, these people suffer from a form of disease, mental disease. There's something wrong with all of these people.
What are you gonna do? You gonna let them bully me and harass me? I ain't doing nothing.
The sheriff is right here.
Yo, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Come here.
It's fine. What's your first name?
Give me my wallet and put my wallet back on my car. You don't have permission to search some of my stuff.
What's your name? What's your name?
I am Devon Rayford Bey, and I'm indigenous, and I'm
Wrong. Devon Rayford Bey. What in the doohickey does you being indigenous have anything to do with this traffic stop? By the way,
hey, who told y'all? Well, who told them that just because you believe what you believe, you don't have to follow the laws in the state? Who told you? Like, what legal authority do y'all cite that says that? What legal authority can y'all cite from a legal standpoint that says you don't have to follow the laws in the state, regardless of what you claim you are? Who told you you didn't have to? Who told you you didn't have to pay your bills? Who told you you can squat in houses that you don't own? Who told you that you can't be held accountable in court for your actions? Who told y'all these things?
Sorry to burst your bubble, but you are not indigenous. But even if you were, what in the doohickey does that have to do with what's going on right now with you?
What's your name? Please, what's your name?
I am Devon Richard, and I'm indigenous, and I'm a Moorish American national, and I'm a true American, and they are violating international law and human rights violations. Sheriff, you gonna let them do this?
He's not
He
the
works
sheriff.
for the town, man. I work for the sheriff's office.
Sheriff, you're gonna let them do this?
Just listen to these guys.
Can you listen to him?
Just listen.
We're not trying to make this into
I
anything
am
bigger than
telling
it
you
is.
that this is a simple traffic stop. If you have any arguments with how I'm doing my business, you can come to the police department, write a complaint, or if you want to argue that this is not a valid stop, you do that at court. You don't do that here. Because you just put yourself in an escalated situation. That's going to just make things worse, all right?
Exactly, Devon. All you're doing is causing yourself unnecessary stress, and you're probably raising your own blood pressure due to this nonsense. Listen to the officers. If you don't like how they're conducting this traffic stop, go to the precinct afterwards and make a complaint. That's it.
And yes, they take those complaints seriously when you go in there and make a complaint against a police officer. They don't take those things lightly. They are going to investigate it fully. Yes, and if they did something wrong, they're going to be held accountable. But it goes to show that I know police officers, there's some who go over the edge, and yes, they need to be held accountable. But majority of what happens is what you see is a lot of officers being calm, cool, and collective. These officers could have been put them in handcuffs if they haven't already. They could have been took it there with them. They're not trying to take it there. They've been very patient. Read the room.
So from this point on, I'm just going to make sure you have nothing on you because I don't want to reach in my car and start doing paperwork and you're reaching for stuff in your car the whole time. That's why I'm pulling you out. That makes complete sense. I don't know what you have in your car. I don't know who you are. You don't know me. So to make an equal playing ground, I'm just going to make sure you have nothing on you.
You just close my phone.
That's 100% reasonable. It's for their peace of mind, for your safety, because as soon as you get popped by them, not everyone want to protest. Nah, I ain't going for that.
I just invaded my whole privacy, man.
I took your phone out like you said. You wanted it out. That's it. All right.
Can I have my phone, please?
All right. I'm just gonna take you down. Make sure you have nothing on you. All right. That's it. I'm not reaching in your pockets. I'm just patting around. Make sure you have.
Give me my phone. You just tamper with evidence. That's evidence right there.
Listen, just let you know, we are on camera and mic as well. All right.
Where's the camera?
It's in the car. And then this right here.
All rights reserved. All rights reserved forever without prejudice.
All right. You can. All right. Perfect. Here, hold your phone, do your thing, whatever.
And you tamper with evidence because you cut my video off.
Devon, would you mind just coming right here? Just standing right here back there with me? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Do you want to grab the phone? You want to grab the phone?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Like, making it so much harder. Like, it's simple fucking ticket.
The thing what we were saying is he didn't want you reaching. I guess you were reaching into the bag or something like that, you know?
Everyone knows when you get pulled over, the best as you can, hey, make sure your hands are visible. Don't be fitting around in your pants. If you need to reach for something, hey, your officer might go in the glove box to you. I'm just letting you know. But I mean, it's
Allah's my guide, my protection by night and by day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen.
None of that garbage means nothing.
I need all y'all business cards right now.
We don't have business cards.
Y'all don't have business cards?
Well, what's your name?
My name is Officer Backer, Town of Poughkeepsie, Shield 186.
What's yours?
Officer Dime, Shield 179.
Town of Poughkeepsie.
Why do you need their badge numbers for? What do you need their badge numbers for? They didn't do nothing to you. They didn't do anything wrong to you. What you need their badge?
Deputy who?
Officer Tall.
All right. Are you familiar with Adrian Butch Anderson?
case. It's passed.
Well, you need to go look up the documentation that I sent Adrian Butcher Anderson on my status and my standing at law, and he sent me a favorable reply. And this is uncalled for right here. He got a lot of honor and respect, and I love his integrity. I don't know what you guys got going on, but this is not called for right here.
Again, we don't know.
I respect the law.
Devon.
I'm not out here doing nothing criminal, ain't breaking
Devon.
no laws, ain't commit no crime to be stopped like this.
Devon, we don't know.
I work around here every day.
We don't know
Y'all
what you were
who I
stopped
am.
for. I don't. He doesn't. Okay. We don't know what you were stopped for or anything like that. Okay. All I know is that he was asking you out of the car and you kept reaching into your bag. That's the only reason why you were asked out of the car.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, he's just doing paperwork right now. I don't know what. We just got here, right? All right. So that's all. All right.
And they're going to back up their officer. Like you should already know these things. They're going to back their officer up.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're straight, bro. All right. So just hang out with us for a few minutes here. He's got to get done what he's got to get done, and we'll get you on your way.
Sheriff, you know you gotta lock him up, right? For violation. Let me show you the law he violated. Can you go get the paperwork?
Excuse me, Devon Rayford Bay. Those officers already explained to you that none of them are sheriffs, yet you're still referring to one as a sheriff. What in the doohickey is wrong with you, sir? There are no sheriffs on this crime scene.
We'll get it for you afterwards.
It's Title 18, Section 242. If two or more people
Go in disguise, like two or more people like you guys go in disguise, both of them could get locked up right now because they violating the Constitution. These are the United States codes. And if two or more people go in disguise on the highway with intent to prevent someone from the free exercise of his rights, they can be charged under that crime, under that type. That's a crime. What's happening right now? Ain't no Article warrant from a signed judge or Article 3 warrant saying that a crime committed, that I committed a crime. He didn't see me injure nobody or shoot nobody. This is all color of law, color of authority. This making all the good cops look bad that go out and catch murderers and stuff like that.
I'm not threatening you. Say one more word and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. Today, we are walking through door number 131 on our compilation list. Today, we will be in one judge's courtroom. And guess what? I have another Sovereign Citizen traffic stop for you guys. This is actually the second one in a row. We normally don't feature a lot of Sovereign Citizen traffic stops, but we do have another one. So we will be in one judge's courtroom. We will be also in a traffic stop. But before I give you the location on both of those, just know that there will be a little bit of commentary added to the judge's appearance or proceeding. And also, there will be chapters added, even though we're only featuring these two. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It is always appreciated. And now we will be in the courtroom of Judge Michael Olsaver out of the state of Michigan. And for our traffic stop, we will be visiting the sunny city of Orlando in the state of Florida. And this particular traffic stop is very interesting. I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot to say about it. So listen, let's go ahead, guys, and jump into 131.
Okay, we are on the record in file 21-20513-FH, People versus Robert Joseph Mattson. We are here today for a hearing on a probation violation, and we are proceeding today by video conference. Mr. Mattson is present from Lenawee County Jail. Mr. Mattson, my court notes indicated that at the last hearing, you waived your right to be represented by an attorney. I am required to advise you at all stages of the proceeding that you do have a right to be represented by an attorney. And if you can't afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you at public expense. Do you understand that?
I don't think you'd be violating your oath of office, Your Honor, by allowing me to the right to a fighting clause.
Sir, I didn't ask you about any of that. I asked you if you understand.
I will, however.
Mr. Matson, don't interrupt me. The question I asked you is whether you understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney.
I do understand I have a right to be represented by an attorney or not. Yes, sir.
Okay. You've previously waived that right. As I said, I have to advise you that at every stage of the hearing. So I have to ask you again, would you like to be represented by an attorney at this point?
As I started to say, Your Honor, I don't want the representation. However, I will use the help of handling paperwork due to my means here and having access to certain things in paperwork. I will use your court-appointed attorneys just to help with some paperwork.
Okay, so you don't have a right to have the public defender's office.
Hey, y'all, shout out to the 167 people that viewed the first live stream I had earlier today, man. Shout out to y'all.
Do your paperwork or handle any of that. You have the right to have them represent you or not represent you. So that is your choice.
Not represent me, that's fine then.
All right. So you've previously been arraigned on the probation violation. Do you know how you want to proceed? So your options are you can plead to it if you want, which means you'd be admitting guilt. The other option is that I can set it for a hearing and we can have a hearing on the matter, and then I'll decide based on the evidence submitted at that hearing.
Your Honor, all due respect, I wish, are you working under oath of office today, sir?
Sir, I'm not going to answer these questions or deal with this. We've dealt with you before and your sovereign citizen arguments. I've rejected them all.
Citizen.
Sir, do not interrupt me. Do you want to have a hearing or do you want to plead?
I'll take your silence under your oath, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you want to have a hearing or do you want to plead?
I want the hearing. I want to go to trial. I want to go within the 90 days to a trial or sooner.
All right. So Sierra will need about a 1-hour hearing on a probation violation.
As well as I'd like you to have the arresting officers that arrested me on that day. I would like their sergeant to be dressed in uniform and at that trial on that day as well, please.
Judges, tomorrow too soon?
That is probably going to be too soon, yes.
You could do 3:30 on Monday, April 8th.
Who appeals going? Listen, how could you guys do this? No, you.
Maybe actually the subpoena, no, prosecutor's office does. Everyone's subpoena.
It's a little too boring for me.
Hey, could you please?
Hey everyone, it's Mark, and today we're taking a look at sovereign citizens who refuse to leave the house after being evicted. Let's roll the video.
We got a claim going. Should I go out the back? Excuse me, what's going on? We got an appeal going. What's going on? Please tell me what's going on. We have an appeal going on right now. I just filed with the Supreme Court.
We're gonna break down the door.
Listen, this is our home.
Right now.
You can't remove us from our home.
I'm gonna key the door right now if you don't go open the door.
Listen, you gonna remove us from our home?
I'm telling you right now. Just go open the door.
Are you gonna talk to us or are you removing us?
I'm gonna talk to you in a second. If you
The fuck? Here, come over this way. Please don't kick in the door.
Hey, how you doing? Stay back.
Listen, we got an appeal going. We got an appeal going right now. We got two. Yes, we got a supersedious bond.
Get out.
Hey,
get out of here.
Hey, get off of our land right now. Hey, get off of our land now before we have to stand our ground. Get off of our land now. Hey, get off of our land now. Hey, get off of our land now before get off of our land now. Hey, Second Amendment. Hey, get the fuck off our land now.
If it was really your land, you wouldn't be getting evicted from it right now.
Second Amendment. Hey, get off of our land now.
Get off of our land.
Get off of our land.
Get off of our fucking land.
What's going on? We just filed an appeal. We're in the Oregon Appellate Court. No, we're in the Oregon Appellate Court now. No, we're in the Oregon Appellate Court now.
Apparently, you don't have an appeal because the judge already signed the eviction order. If the judge didn't sign the order, the officers wouldn't be there right now.
The moratorium. Okay.
It's a moratorium.
No, this ain't. Hey, one's coming around.
Come on. Hey, could you please disarm yourselves?
Listen to me. Come here.
What's going on?
You're getting evicted.
Listen, you got to give us a chance to get out of the house.
We will. If you want to cooperate, we will let you get out.
We will get our shit.
Just relax.
How in the fuck? We got two appeals going.
Those appeals are passed. It's over.
No, we got
I'm
two
telling you
appeals
right now,
going.
we wouldn't be doing this if it was going on.
Listen, how could you guys do that? No, you.
Okay. I'm telling you.
At least speak to. We got elders
right
in the
now.
house.
Absolutely.
We got two appeals going. I just went down to Salem and filed something yesterday.
Those appeals don't count anymore. Just listen to me.
We got a supersedious.
Okay? We wouldn't be here if you were appealing and doing all this stuff.
We got
the judges have already said.
No, it's not over. We got two appeals. Listen, so what is our time frame? You can't just remove us. We got our whole house.
The time frame is the property owners want you out of the house right now. Sure, you'll have a few minutes to gather your essential belongings, but one way or another, you're leaving the property.
We got our whole house here. We've been here for
I know.
My whole life. What are you talking about? Like, I'm fighting on an appeal every day. We've been fighting on an appeal every day. We got two going. They didn't dismiss our appeals. They didn't dismiss our appeals.
Who's all in here?
My father, my mother, my uncle, and my brother. Yes. But
Hey, I appreciate your cooperation. Honestly.
Listen, but I have two appeals going. I just filed something in Salem yesterday.
So those appeals go through, then you can come back. Okay?
I have a supersedious bond in place right now. It says that it stayed the execution of this judgment. Yeah, yes, it does. It stayed the execution of the judgment. What the fuck? What are you guys? We have been fighting this appeal this whole time. Hey,
we're not doing
we're not.
Hey, you're being recorded as well.
Hey, we're not. Listen, we got an appeal going. Stop. Get out of our house. Listen, get out of our house. Pimmer,
here's the deal. Go.
You got to give us some time. Don't remove us right yet. Step outside, please.
But we have to.
No, it's not. I got two appeals going, a federal and a state.
No, yes, I do have something in the court. I just filed something.
Well, you're working on something, but it's not today. You have to go.
No, today we're not going nowhere. What are you talking about? This is our home. We got all our shit, our whole cases in here. We're not leaving our home.
That's a terrible prediction, because one way or another, you are leaving the home. How you leave is up to you. You can either leave on your own, or you can leave in handcuffs.
They're not gonna get rid of your stuff.
We're not leaving. We're not leaving our home.
You are.
This is Judge
Matarazzo?
Yeah, Judge
Saying
Matarazzo,
what?
yeah.
We didn't pay the $1,600.
We are in the appellate court appealing the supersedious bond.
We have a supersedious bond.
No, we got a supersedious bond on place.
Don't touch my fucking. You're gonna leave the room.
Hey.
Back up.
Don't touch my
We're gonna have to leave.
No,
We
hey,
got a
step out. We got a supersedious. This is all our case. Look at our case.
Look at this case.
No, we got a whole fucking case. You can't come and take our case.
This is a supersedious bond. We have a bond on our house.
He's cool.
Please, can you guys get out of our house? You're scaring us. You guys can't do this.
Look at how many there are. We are calling the mayor as soon as you goddamn leave. Not calling him now. I'm calling the 911.
So you can go.
I love it when they say they're calling 911 on the police. What do they expect to happen? If anything, you're just going to make your situation worse for yourself.
Please, hey. No, this is our home. We're not leaving our land. We're not leaving our land. What are you guys doing right now? Please step out. What the?
What was that? This is William. This is Michael.
What are you doing?
Can I talk to you? What was that?
Can you guys step out, please? You guys are encroaching. You guys are encroaching right now. No, we're not leaving our home. I don't know what y'all talking about. We're not leaving our home. What do you guys? There's a moratorium. There's all types of shit.
Listen to me, okay?
Hey, we're not going to leave our home.
Listen to me. You have to go for right now.
We can't leave our home. My whole
case.
case.
Stop, please listen to me, okay? Just listen.
No,
to me.
there's got to be a way to stay this.
Listen to me.
Please
Listen
call
to me.
somebody.
Listen to me for a minute. You're gonna have to get out for right now. Okay?
Listen, we're not leaving. How do you? It's first thing in the morning. We're not leaving our home.
Please.
We can't. We gotta.
Buddy, you gotta get the hell up out of there.
Gotta give us some time.
I will give you time.
You
If
have
guys
to
want
give us
start
some
packing
time.
up and doing some things, then we're fine.
What the fuck? I
Okay.
just filed something. I drove to
understand.
Salem.
And then you will be able to get back in if that file goes through.
Listen, we're not gonna leave our. This is our home, our lifetime home. We can't leave. I've been fighting for this shit every fucking day.
All right, the question is, what led to you being in that position? Let me guess. You got bit by the sovereign citizen Moorish American bug.
Okay.
Please call somebody. Please give us some time to gather our shit. You can't just come remove us. We didn't get no paperwork, nothing.
Paperwork's right there on the door. You
No,
guys have been
we
dealing
didn't-
with this for how long?
By the way, y'all, I'm actually working while we're reviewing this stuff. I could just move the screen to the side and continue typing. So I'm actually starting to like this layout during the day. Sit here, chill with y'all, and then I can still type and get work done. I love it.
For 2 years straight, I've been
Exactly.
fighting every day,
Exactly.
and
So
I'm
you
still
already
on
knew-
appeal.
You
No,
already knew. No,
no,
hold on.
I'm still on
You
appeal.
already knew that this was possibly going to be coming down.
No, I never
Yes.
knew none of this.
Okay, well,
No.
They never know until they show up.
What's happening?
Listen,
Okay.
please give us some time to gather our thing. Our whole case is in
Absolutely.
here.
I will let you gather your
Like,
things.
please make a call. Please make a call.
To who?
Please call Matarazzo. She knows we gotta stay. I'm
She
in the
wants us
Supreme
here.
Court. I'm in the Supreme Court. I just sent the file off yesterday
Hey,
regarding
Can I-
this
can I
matter.
say something to you? You're the one that's actually being calm. Okay?
I
So
cannot
I would like
believe
you to go in there and tell them to calm down for one.
You guys got to give us some time.
I will give you some time.
You guys can't do it. What the?
I will give you some time.
We ain't lost the appeal.
I will give you some time.
We got due process of law. We gotta. We
It's
gotta
been 2
say.
years.
We've been fighting it. We're on appeal.
Okay.
Pops,
See, can you please
Here.
calm them down?
could you guys please allow me to talk to my family?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you can either go get some stuff or you can leave now. Okay. We're gonna have to go hands on with this guy.
No, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Hey, come
I know
on
you.
now.
I know
What do you
But
please
here's
step
the
out
deal.
and reason? This is a deprivation of rights under color of law. Please step out and listen. We got 2 appeals going.
Well, the judges signed off on today. So what you have to do is you have to go, but then it doesn't say your case is over, right?
No,
but you just have
we
to take
can't.
it from
This
here.
is our whole home of.
I hear what
My
you're
dad's
saying.
50. We've been living here our whole life. We're not ready to go. We got to pack up. We got to get a U-Haul. We got to get all our shit. It's
Well,
not.
you can work with the company that owns the house to do all that. Okay.
Hey, what are you guys? Hey, what are you guys talking about right now?
We're talking
For
about
real.
you have to leave.
Can-
This judges signed
Hey.
an order for you to leave. Okay.
I just filed a document yesterday regarding the supersedious bond. It's a stay of the
We checked
execution.
this morning, nothing's been filed.
We stayed the execution. Yes, we did of this judgment.
No, we checked this morning at 8 o'clock. nothing's been
Pemberton,
filed.
please, I reversed the last one. You came in to remove
It
my
doesn't matter. You
another
guys,
family.
Listen, this isn't up for negotiation. You have to leave. Okay,
We
I'm sorry.
are-
You can carry on your case outside of here. Like
What is
you know,
y'all?
in
What
another
are y'all
location.
doing? You guys are ultra vires.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, ignorance in law is no excuse.
The irony of him saying ignorance of the law is no excuse. Sir, you're the one that doesn't understand the law.
Please step.
So you gotta
please,
leave.
no, we gotta get. This is my whole case. This is my whole case.
Wrongdoers.
Our whole case is in here. Can you?
Okay, now right now you're trespassing. You're interfering.
We're
and you
not
have
trespassing.
obstruction.
On our own
You
land?
are trespassing.
You guys
You
are
are trespassing on that we
So you're
own.
not-
What are you
That
guys
we own.
doing?
They got a lot of stuff in our house too. Sheesh.
Going
You've
through
been
due
given a
process.
lawful order and
We
you're
gotta
not
have
following
We're
it.
going through due process.
You told me you were gonna go in here and calm
You
him down.
never got a
I
trial.
know.
Calm down.
Listen, what's going
Listen,
on?
calm him down. We're just gonna get
Bro,
him.
So
bro.
what? Why are you arguing it? Why you want to take my home?
No.
We're gonna start arresting people.
Yeah.
Listen, can you guys give us some time in our
I
home to
told you
pack
we
our
would give you
stuff?
some time.
Okay.
How much
You're not packing.
Look at
I
you're
know,
in
but
my way.
How are we gonna get?
How
We
can I
can't.
even
We're
move?
intimidated. We can't even
Yeah.
get calm yet.
I
It
know.
all depends on your
What?
attitude. You know, if you're
Listen,
cool, we'll give you some time.
Can you
If you're not
call
cool, no time.
Matarazzo, please?
We don't.
What are
call
we
it-
gonna
She's
talk to
already
her
signed
about?
off on it. It's good. Okay?
No, we are in the middle
We're
of
in the middle
appeal
of an
It doesn't
appeal of
matter.
her stuff.
of the
Yes,
supersedious
ma'am.
bond.
Of the
We are
Are you
going.
gonna pack up some stuff or not?
Yes,
Yes.
we are.
When?
When you guys backed up,
Can you
trying
guys
to walk
step
through
out?
my house.
No.
You got
We need some space. We got.
Get some.
Listen,
personal
all
effects.
this stuff.
No, this is going. I'm not
Can I
leaving
talk to you?
this. I'm not leaving this.
to me here.
No, come talk to me out here.
I'm speaking to you. What's up? Man,
Start
what
packing.
the
Get
fuck?
packing.
Can you start packing?
Can you start packing?
I got.
Yeah.
I can't move. You
You
guys
guys are in our way.
Under threat, duress, and coercion.
Are you guys
Guys are
serious right now? I've been due process of law.
You think I won't be here?
No,
I'm in the middle of an
you're
appeal.
leaning that way.
Come
And they
on,
broke in
man.
the door, son.
Because you wouldn't open it.
I'm not opening it when I'm not dressed. I
Listen,
just
we
won't
gotta
ever
get a
get
U-Haul.
free.
We gotta do. We're.
Like it's your name.
This cannot
Yeah,
happen.
why not?
This cannot happen like this.
No, you can't see no number.
This is a disgrace.
It doesn't matter. You can pack up
You-
stuff or not.
Please don't
Yes or no.
call somebody,
Yes,
please.
yes.
Do it now.
No,
Or
you guys need to get
We're gonna
out.
make a call. You guys are gonna leave.
I just want
We're gonna-
space to get my stuff.
No,
We gotta get a truck.
Then start doing
Hey.
stuff.
Then move
Arrest
stuff.
Hey,
him.
hey,
Arrest him,
bro,
please.
please. Will you guys? Will you guys just step out? Oh, there's no reason for this. It's an innocent family here. Give us. I know. Can you give us some? We will pack our shit up.
You're out of here.
Hey.
The more y'all keep stalling, it's not going to change nothing. You have an order for eviction. I know it's a lot to process from coming directly in your house to being on the streets. I know it's a lot. My bad, y'all. I'm going to get to these comments now, too.
Bro,
Start moving stuff outside. You guys need to help your mom.
oh my fucking god.
No, it's not just right there. It's
No,
all
it's
over the
everywhere.
house.
It's everywhere. It's upstairs. It's
You don't
downstairs.
have time for that.
We
Okay?
have it
No,
right
there's no
here.
way we could just move out like this.
They're not going to destroy your stuff. They have to hold on to it. Okay?
No, you
You have to
cannot
take
do
what you can
this.
take.
We have a superseding spot. I can show you our paperwork. I got a superseding bond and stay in the execution of this judgment.
William, we're past that. Okay, you have to get your
No,
stuff.
we're not. How we got due process? How we past that?
You're sick.
No, we are. Would you guys please step out and give us some space?
Are you going to get your stuff or not?
We're gonna pack up.
You keep saying you're gonna pack your stuff, but you're more interested in arguing with the officers. The officers should just start arresting you people.
You're
because it's
rocking
clear
with
you
the
have no
best.
intention on leaving.
We can't do it. We can't do it under this type of duress. No, it's hard.
Hey, what's going to happen is you're committing a misdemeanor by not directing out.
How you guys are in our home?
No, not anymore. It's not.
What
yours.
the
It's
fuck?
not
You
your
guys
home.
can't do this.
Push them back and this will start packing. And I can stay
Okay.
over here.
Okay, head on.
Hey, Livermore.
You guys can't do this.
I'm gonna stay over here. That's what your brother said.
Your dad was trying to grab guns and stuff. That's how I keep an eye on him.
Could you?
I don't have, but he said it to me, man. That's not appropriate.
You need to back up, Livermore. That's
What the hell is this? We are in the middle of. We can't. We don't know what to do. We're fucking.
Bro, shut up. Stop stalling. You talking about that superseded bond, all of that shit. It doesn't matter right now. You got to get out right now. Stop it.
Can you please tell your mom that I'm kind of the mediator helping this out?
Yes, but don't go in. How is it? How is this mediate? This is wrong. This is not the right
I just did
thing.
what you asked. Right?
Listen, you can sit there with your phone all day. You need to start packing. It's over with for right now. But if you would have reached out to the New Culture Empire and the Supreme Elite team, maybe we would have put up an adequate defense for you in your foreclosure.
You're rocking with the best.
Did I not?
You guys, please check
Now, so you need to start doing what you
the
said.
record. No, this is
I
wrong.
even checked this morning. I've been checking all week.
No, we didn't get no paperwork. We got a stay of the execution.
I didn't check, knowing this was going to happen. I checked.
We
all
got
the
a
time.
stay of the execution.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
I'm sorry, William. You didn't. Okay?
I will not put.
You have to leave and take this. You can continue your fight for this, but you have to take it off the
What the
premises, okay?
fuck is
At some other
this,
location,
man?
okay? No, that's what happens. That's what's gonna happen today.
Jones, instead of
What the fuck?
If you're not packing, you could be packing stuff.
What do you mean pack? It's too much shit.
You're gonna take nothing with you, okay? No, your mom's doing fine.
What the
There's
fuck?
no mediation here.
Are you serious?
We have a judge saying that we can use whatever force necessary to remove you.
We're in the middle of appeal. We're not doing. I've been fighting this.
I know, but
It's not over. Our appeal is pending.
Yeah, but you could go.
During the pendency of an appeal, it still doesn't matter. The original order stands until the appellate court undoes it.
You got to live somewhere else while you're doing this fight. You can get the house back, maybe. I don't know.
No,
But not
we are
today.
it. We got a stay of the execution to stay in our home. She told us to pay $1,600. We appealed. We're in this going to the
They
Supreme
told me you
Court.
missed the payment, okay? That's what they said.
Listen,
That's what the paperwork says.
we're in the. When I filed to the Oregon Appeals Court, I challenged the
Oregon, there you go. That is a ripe land of sovereign citizens. Makes sense.
the rate, the $1,600. We said we were supposed to pay $1,000. We're in the middle of the
Regardless, they say you
appeal.
missed the payment, okay? Hey, I hear you. You've been here your
We
whole
can
life.
make the payment then. We could go make the payment.
It's too late for that, man.
No, what do you
might be
mean
able to
it's
take
too late?
you
We're
might
in the
be able
middle
to
of an
continue your
appeal.
case, but you just won't be able to do it from this location.
Can you please
Maybe from another
contact the
location.
judge?
Can we
No.
get the judge on
She's
the
already
phone?
no,
A
she's already
magistrate,
signed it.
yes.
She's already
You need
signed
a
it.
magistrate, somebody that knows the law. You guys don't know the law.
The officers know the law a lot better than you do. You're just spouting off sovereign citizen nonsense, hoping that something will work. But it won't.
Read the paperwork? It's on the paperwork.
I did what you asked.
Listen.
Is that not true?
This is not. This ain't right. This is not right. We got a stay of execution.
I hear what you're saying.
How about that? He is under a stay.
We're under a stay.
Obviously, the stay was lifted. You act like the stays cannot be lifted.
Tell this appeal
Are you
is
gonna pack up
not.
your stuff?
We need some. We need time.
Look, y'all, look at it keep stalling. We need time. We need time. And all you keep doing saying is, this ain't right. Oh my God. How could you do this to me?
You got to at least give us like 24 hours.
AR, what you talking about?
24 hours? No. You got about 24 minutes.
No, we give you like
No, at least it's a whole fucking our whole livelihood.
Trying to be nice to you.
We are both
Okay,
nice.
but don't get
Hey.
my fucking face.
This is our livelihood.
No, you want to get my fucking face?
You're removing us from our
your
home.
brother's gonna end up in a police car.
You're
Okay.
trying to say like,
What the fuck is this, y'all? Are you serious?
Except for this
Okay.
one.
And you haven't done anything. You said you were going to do it.
You're not packing,
right?
I am.
You said you would start packing.
Yeah, he's standing in my way. You guys are just.
No.
We need at least 30 minutes
Absolutely.
to come up with a plan. We gotta. You can't just come and fucking say, "Hey, move everything." After we got a stay of execution.
Are you ready to roll? Get your stuff, please. Yes, he's being cooperative. I know he hasn't lived here very long, probably.
What the fuck is this?
So you got to get some stuff, or you're going to be removed.
We
okay?
got everything. We need some time.
Our whole lawsuit. It can't just be stuck here.
We need some time to get our shit.
You had 2 years, okay?
No.
2018 came.
No, we have no. We're
This
in
is
the
fucking bullshit.
Fucking $1,600.
Well, you didn't fulfill. What
Listen, we got $1,600 right now.
Here.
We're gonna have to.
No.
Well,
We can make the payment right now.
So are you gonna pack or not?
Yes, we are, but you got to give us some space and some time,
You
please.
have 15 or 20 minutes to pack up just essentials. You know that's
What
not
the
whole
fuck
house.
do you mean?
It's gonna take.
We
Well, you
need all
better
of our
you better get them, or they're gonna be left behind. Okay.
What the fuck do you guys mean with this?
Okay.
Yo, are they not speaking clear English?
What the fuck? There's nowhere we ain't get. We got to get a U-Haul. Like, please, you guys got to be reasonable.
Yeah.
No, you guys got to be reasonable.
Just gotta get it to our truck.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, get the truck.
We have so many
Mama, what the fuck?
I know. Just go get the truck. We're trying to
What the fuck is this?
Is that the only thing you know how to say? I'll make this very simple for you. You're being evicted. The property owner doesn't want you there anymore. You and your family have to leave. This isn't up for debate either. A judge has already signed the eviction order.
Personal
No.
effects.
You guys, please.
No, what the fuck is this?
Gathering up some
I
stuff.
can't.
I will give you time.
If you guys were actively trying to fix it up, and we felt like you guys were
No, we're fucking. We're scared. We're terrified.
Shut up. Just shut up. Stop stalling. Some of you are scared and terrified. Shut up.
Touching any of our stuff. We want you guys outside so we can have some privacy. Get a little bit of privacy. While we pack up all of our personal.
We don't want you to grab a weapon or anything, okay, man?
Come on now.
Are you serious?
Come on.
Everybody, okay? Everybody gets treated the same. We don't want anything crazy to happen.
Hey,
Everybody's safe.
what the hell is this? We are in the middle of an appeal.
We're not gonna argue.
Fuck. Can I call Matarazzo or something?
But it's are we putting our lives in danger?
Hey, y'all, let me ask you something. At what point is he going to realize that the eviction is hit? At what point is he going to realize the eviction is real? Like, at what point do you just be like, it is what it is? And this is why the Supreme Elite Team University is going to help you from falling into situations like this.
Elderly man?
I've been working
Because
with
we
public for
have it
all
under
the time.
appeal. Elderly man.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on. You got it under the appeal. They said we paid $1,600 and we went up to the appeals court to decide if we could pay $1,000 or $1,600. You guys are moving too quick.
Yeah, you are, and they did it too.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna pack.
Do it now, or you will leave the premises without anything. And that's going to be now.
What the fuck is this,
So
man?
We're going to follow you around. We're not going to want you to grab any weapons. So if you go to your
We
bedroom.
No, we don't.
No. Well, then you're going to leave now. Okay.
No, I'm gonna get all of my personal effects.
Maybe
Maybe
your
help them get
maybe
all
your
your
mom
case
can do that
together.
for you.
No, we got a lot.
You're
Like,
elderly. I'm the only one
we're
that-
elders. Please call somebody and give us a reasonable amount of time to make an effort to get our shit
Come
out.
back because then who knows what's going to
No,
happen.
you guys, man, come on, man.
We have been
Get the
cooperating
pack in,
and
come
trying
on.
to deal with the use of court system.
Okay.
We've been fucking
the
going
judge
through
signed
due
the
process.
Yeah, but she did it unlawfully, and she
That's
put her
between
own
you and
liability
her,
on
okay?
it. That is her.
I just filed
No, it
something.
is on you guys, 'cause you guys are doing her work.
Can you call a supervisor, please?
I am a supervisor.
Can you
are
can you
out of
call
here. Okay.
a head court?
Are
Like,
you going to either pack or you're going to go?
yes, we want to
No,
pack,
do
but
it
this
now.
is
Then
intimidating.
Do it now, or you're done.
William,
Last chance.
What the
Last
fuck
chance.
is this, man?
Last chance.
We
Do it
need to
now,
get boxes.
or you're
We're gonna
done.
get boxes and on some more shit.
Yeah, we need a bunch of stuff.
You don't have that much time. Grab personal
What the
effects,
fuck?
hygiene, clothes, whatever you
Man.
got.
Don't have no hygiene.
What the fuck?
No, we
No,
gotta.
you don't.
Yes, we gotta get all this stuff.
What the fuck, man?
Get the pen. You're still not packing. I know, man. I know. I
Yes,
hear you.
come-
Listen.
Why
I
would
hear
you
what you're
do
saying.
this? What, like,
Because I was directed to by the court. I don't have a choice.
there's a moratorium and all types of. What's up with all that
This one
shit?
doesn't count because it's a foreclosure and it started in 2018. Okay,
No,
we're good.
oh
I
my
checked
fucking
every which
goodness.
way with
You guys
with
gotta.
everybody,
We've
okay?
been going through the due process. Please check.
You haven't paid. It's a foreclosure. You haven't paid. You can file all your sovereign citizen stays all you want. It boils down to you didn't pay. You didn't present a legal defense as to why you didn't pay. And this is why you're being evicted. I don't know why he sounded like he's so surprised.
Well, like I said, what will happen is you just have to continue your fight for this, but you have to do it from another location. That's all.
No, we can. We
You'll have
can.
to. You'll have to, man.
Emerson, come
I know,
on,
you'll
like,
have to, dude.
please make a call to somebody. This is
It's a done
this
deal.
is a error.
Listen, are you guys? I know. I hear you, William. Are you gonna pack or not? William's been cooler than you. honestly,
Man,
right
what
now,
are you?
okay?
Whoa, it's not about being cool or
Well,
nothing.
you are
like,
kind of accepting it, maybe. Okay, this is what's
Hey.
gonna happen. All right, it's gonna happen. You
I
have to
promise
leave.
you, you're gonna get the Second Amendment.
What do you mean by that?
Hey, this is my land. Hey,
Well, nothing's gonna happen
You
while we're
remember
here.
the revolution? Hey, we stood for our land.
Okay.
You can't take our land.
Are you gonna? We're
You
not
can't
taking
take
your
our land.
I didn't.
You can't. You really gotta step out and give me some time to think
You're not
about
gonna.
this.
You wanna?
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah. You don't threaten me with the Second Amendment. That's gonna. That's gonna end your chance to get any belongings.
I
okay?
have a Second Amendment.
Okay,
That's
look
all
up.
we have.
No, don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Hey, back.
Don't touch him.
It wasn't a good idea to threaten the officers with the Second Amendment, which is the right to keep and bear arms. As a result, the officers finally arrested him. These officers are very patient with this family. They gave them multiple opportunities to pack their essential belongings and leave.
You can shut up too.
Attention on leaving the property. As always, I would like to give a big shout out and thank you.
You can do that later on. So he threatened us with the Second Amendment and finds his ass in jail. What a doofus. What a doofus.
Public servant. It's not giving them too much authority.
These are all videos that goes to show what happens when you're not a part of the Supreme Elite Team University.
You're rocking with the best.
Islam, love Ibn Allah Bay, natural born American, no Moorish American national. I'm considered our you have an unlawful home invasion going on at the estate of Khalik Bay.
Excuse me, sir, but what in the doohickey are you talking about? This is not a home invasion. This is an eviction. This is the result of you fools listening to Light Tajiri Bay and Taj Tariq Bay when they told you fools to cancel all corporate contracts. This is the result of that. This is simply an eviction for not paying your bills.
The policy enforcers present, all right? See them here? All right? They're present, all right? Got unlawful movers, everybody that's contracted with the corporation. So these things must be put on public notice and public view for public scrutiny so that we can see, as United States Corporation has been dissolved, and still see that they're functioning. Look, they're still here. They're still functioning, all right? They're causing unlawful home invasion.
This guy is fucking stupid.
They're part of because they're part of like an organization, right, sir? Or some type of it's like a.
We're the most divine and national movement of the world. We're the true heirs apparent. All right, we're the mothers and fathers of civilization. It's not an organization, it's a way of life, it's our culture. All right, this is what it is. This is what's coming back. All right, the old time religion. All right, the true heirs of it's the true heirs apparent. All right, these are all de facto claims. Morocco, right here. That's right, Morocco, Maghreb al-Aqsa. We're right here in Morocco. That's been connotative called what? New York City, right? United States Corporation, which corporation has nothing to do with the people. Because in the preamble of the Constitution, it states that we the people do ordain and establish the Constitution for the United States, right? So if we're the people and we establish the Constitution, which is the supreme law of the land, and also the treaties that's binding, I know that the heir has pointed out to them Article 20 in the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, all right, to where is that they're not supposed to be violating the rights, and also the policy enforcers or the Sharif is supposed to be supporting the heir apparent. But unfortunately, we know how they do. They're always going to come out like this. And you see, they're not even true heirs, they're foreigners. Look around. They're foreigners with contracts. And you know, we're going to lean on all of them. Yeah, it's all right. See, they're all foreigners, all right? Everybody that's here that's doing business in the state of New York are under contract, right? And they must be naturalized citizens, all right? See, they don't know that we're going to take every one of them through these channels, all right, of proving that their nationality, prove that they're under bond, because they could cause us injury. Look at the injury that they're causing us. They're public servants. Let's not give them too much authority, all right? Let's not give them too much authority because they don't, this is assumed, all right? It looks like they're doing something. They got to make it look good, all right? This is the face that they're revealing to us right now. But in reality, at the end of the day, the heir will be back present. Why? Because he made a reversionary claim.
This Moorish sovereign citizen is in the middle of an eviction, and he is just spewing nothing but absolute Moorish nonsense. It is very amusing that nobody there is listening to him. He's just rambling and rambling and rambling. And I'm sorry, sir, but your fake revisionist history and your Moorish science are not going to reverse this eviction. How about paying your bills and stop listening to people like Light Tajiri Bay, and you wouldn't be in this position in the first place.
All right. So since they have their policy enforcers and the crew out here, all of them is under oath. All of them is under obligation. And all of them will be liened, sued, and prosecuted according to de jure law, not connotative linguistics inside of their Supreme Courts, no, inside of the consular court, inside the consular jurisdiction. All right. Because I am Love Ibn Allah Bey, Counselor General for Morocco Consular Jurisdiction at New York Republica. All right. So these are the first things, these are the steps right now for us to really know, to prove ourselves competent and worthy to receive the heirship rights. Right? Because these mortgages, these deeds are all color of law. They're color of authority. They have nothing to do with the rights of the heirs. This is how they steal your rights through these mortgages. When you do the etymological research and determination of the word mortgage, it means dead pledge. All right. The root word of mortgage is morg, which is morg. That's dead. The pledge is the people that take on the spell that they have presented to them within inside of that pledge. All right. So we have to be mindful of what we're dealing with. See, connotative linguistics is what's ruling the world today. All right. That's what not denotes a thing, because our ancestors did not leave us in control of these hybrid Europeans. See, these are all foreigners. All right. So upon command and upon challenge through documentation, they have to prove it. They have to prove that they have the authority to do what they're doing. All right. This is a process, and people are being injured to this. All right. So people are definitely being injured.
All the time. You guys see people scanning down there? Yeah, I was say, you look familiar. I always tell people not scan. I always tell cops what's going on. I don't stop. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See this? Flying our colors, our flags. The writ of quo warranto, right, which challenges the jurisdiction of all public servants.
Excuse me, sir, but why are you waving that worthless paperwork around in the middle of this eviction? If your paperwork actually worked, then the police and the marshals would instantly stop this eviction, turn around, and walk away. But they're not doing that because your Moorish paperwork is worthless. I don't understand how you can't, in this very moment, figure that out. You're waving this paper around, you showed it to everybody on the scene, and nobody is taking you seriously. You're still getting evicted. Wake up.
This is, you know, this is called home invasion.
Wrong.
It's not an eviction, because you can't evict an heir off his own estate. This is a home invasion, right?
Wrong.
Are you stupid or something?
So now once it comes to a home invasion, and the law states that, right, this is stare decisis. A state cannot refuse to give foreign nationals their treaty rights because of fear that valid international agreements may possibly not work completely to the satisfaction of state authorities. Under the Supremacy Clause of the United States Constitution, Article 4, Clause 2, states policies as to the rights of aliens to inherit must give way to overriding federal treaties and conflicting arrangements. All right? That's the case law Coulter versus Oregon. All right, so with that case law being stated right there, right? Now, these are overriding policies and statutes that they're doing right now. Now, the stare decisis law just told you, all right, that the state is supposed to give way to overriding treaty and conflicting arrangements. But you see what the state does, right? The state of, you see, because they take everybody as being property. So when you're talking about the state and the state of, you're talking about the mind state of the people. So when you say that you live in New York City or you live inside these different places, automatically that's assumed jurisdiction.
If he's doing his own thing, how am I gonna do it?
That's assumed authority. You see? So you have to, you know, do the name correction and correct your status and your nationality.
Excuse me, sir, but what in the doohickey are you talking about? I'm sure you and whoever's getting evicted did their status correction and proclaimed their Morris nationality, and yet here you guys are still getting evicted. So what in the doohickey are you talking about, sir?
Because in Article 6 of the Rights of Indigenous People states that every man, every woman, every child has the right to a nationality. That means you can separate yourself. You don't have to be part of a corporate entity that's commanding and demanding that you function and operate in their de facto illusionary reality. Because that's all it is. This is forced servitude. All right? This is extortion. This is harassment. All right? They pulling out all kind of contracts a few minutes ago trying to get them signed off on these de facto contracts. You see? That's what they're trying to do. They refuse to because they're going to reserve their right, their substantive rights, their inalienable rights, and also their apprehensive rights, which is the rights to be let alone. All right? So these documents has been recorded, all right, within the nation state of Morocco, putting all public servants on notice, all right? It's not finalized there. You know, this is what it looks like. Right, I gotta record it and make it public notice. You know what I'm saying? For public scrutiny. I want y'all to scrutinize this. I want y'all to see what's going on because y'all see the transition. Y'all know who we are. Y'all know we home. You see? So these things need to be talked to and rectified. All right. So this is what time it is. All right, for us to do the right things. All right. All right. Islam, love and peace. I'm not trying to stay on this too long because it is a little, overwhelming, if you will. Because we should have had our military present so that we can really, Islam, take care of the situation according to law. All right, so with that being said, like, share, like, share, like, share, like, share. Yeah, see, I had to get them too. But these are the ones that's carrying out the de facto orders. Yeah. See this? Don't worry because, see, they dealing with block and lot. We done made the claim through longitude and latitude air rights. All right? It's just a little difficult with them dealing with the transition. You know they don't want to give up the power so easily. They used to being the boss. See what I'm saying? They used to being the boss. But they realize that the edge is apparent now. And that those powers is being transitioned. What are the powers? The legislative powers, the judicial powers, and also the executive powers. Now let me show you the de facto marshal's warrant that they put on the door. You see, all this is public notice. They don't know it's like 3,500 people watching this. That's how popular I am. All right, and they're gonna like shit. So everybody that's involved will be dealt with. Islam, love, and peace. Yeah. All right, y'all see it, Marshall's legal. Where's the law at? Huh? Just because it says legal doesn't make it lawful. All right, because legal and lawful is two different terms. All right. Then you're saying the civil court of the city of New York. That's connotated. All right, civil court of the city of New York. Let's see if they have any public servants' names up here. Let's see. All right, look, the only one name is mentioned here is a de facto Henry Daly Marshall, the city of New York. All right. I want his food anyway because he came to my estate. That's
He's already noticed.
Yeah, him definitely. All right.
Do you know if there's anybody upstairs?
There's nobody.
All right. See, look, city marshal, docket numbers. Those are fraud. All right. Remember what the term docket is, an index. You know, when you're docking at the deck, at the seashore, you're docking. You receive.
Oh my God. He really ain't just go there. Oh my God.
Your goods, you're trying to look what they did. This is all dealing with commerce. All right.
You're absolutely right. This is all dealing with commerce. Commerce equals rent. Rent that you did not pay. So now they are evicting your Moorish behind. Point blank, period.
It's de facto. And once they leave, it's over. So this is public notice, public scrutiny. And it's not over. You know, the battle is on, but the war isn't over. They won this round because, look, they're military. You see the force they come with? You see this? You know? Because you're not in possession. It's an illusion. So now, what's the next step? The next step is to lien everybody that's involved. Everybody like these characters up here, drilling locks. They all under contract. It's not their fault though. You see, it's not their fault.
So they have like a jug of like
Change them?
but
You have a jug of change. Just tell her right here.
is it need like can one of my guys?
Yeah.
Where? Huh?
Yeah, thank you.
What happened?
Get a wheelbarrow and move your money. Don't give it to them.
Oh, you took it out already?
No, you did?
The one is heavy.
The one
I have
in
one in my room, but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Y'all ain't got a dollar.
Don't worry about it. Yes.
Okay. Because it's only going to go into storage. You know
That's
that.
okay. I can.
Yeah, but it's not going to.
Nah, that ain't
It's
good.
okay.
All right.
It's okay.
Where colleague went? He went back inside. Where colleague went? All right, Islam, love and peace.
Okay, so the video ends there. And it is mind-blowing to me that in the face of an eviction, these Moorish sovereign citizens still can't wake up. Moorish science has got a strong hold on these people's brains. This guy was up here spewing all type of nonsense that would never help the situation. This is the end result of canceling all corporate contracts. They stopped paying their rent, and now they're getting evicted. All of that, the heirs apparent and yada, 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 is all nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, do not do Moorish science. It will ruin your life.